The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about. Yes,
Speaking his mind
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
while being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat McAfee Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, beautiful people. It is Tuesday, July 5th, 2022, and this sports show on the internet and the radio shall begin right now.
That's right.
That's right. The boys are back in the stable, hopping on the ponies of sports talk. Not a bad job there, Bill. How
about it, Bill?
Bill McCombs run the audio. We are a bit short-handed here today because although we only are live for today and tomorrow, a lot of people potentially got ahead of their vacation next week, and that's because I said we're maybe taking 2 weeks off. Could never do that. Have to be back today, especially after the weekend that was. Hope you had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. I know we did. I think everybody in here did. I know that there was calls that potentially 4th of July was not to be celebrated this particular year. It was celebrated.
Oh, yeah.
It was celebrated everywhere, as it should have been, by the way. Anytime we can find a time to come together and celebrate something, I hope we will continue to do such a thing. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. A little bit of a medical update on me. Last time some of you might have seen me, I was at the UFC fight, okay?
That's right.
Alongside Mr. H, Steph, Vince McMahon.
What?
Nick Khan also in the building. To my direct left. 2 doors down, Chris Pratt, star of Jurassic World Dominion, who I've said very positive things about.
Always.
4 doors down, Miles Teller, who obviously never met, but we know each other. The other way, Rooster, yeah, saved the world. A couple doors down this way, Shaquille O'Neal. Steve will do it, and the Happy Dad boys are in here. The Note boys are in here. It was a Max Crosby was there. I mean, it was a Michael Chandler, Joey Burrow. I met Joey Burrow there. Said hello to Mr. Rogan for the first time.
Nice.
Daniel Cormier, Mr. Alba. I mean, it was a...
Shaun White.
I seen him, made eye contact with him. Tomato, what's going on?
American hero.
It was great. It was a fucking fun time, but everybody seen my neck brace. That was out of precaution because a scumbag had attacked me immediately following Money in the Bank going off the air on Peacock. Michael Cole and I were just sitting there having our usual nightly wrap up, like, hey, that was a fucking good night. Feels like a good night. And before we could even get our headsets off and get out of there, as the entire world was celebrating, some scumbag by the name of bum ass Corbin literally attacked me from behind the barricade like a horror film. You watch it, drags me over. Hits a Fox exec right behind us.
That's too bad.
And a consultant right next to him.
Okay.
I actually kicked them both in the whole process of that.
Sorry about it.
Sorry about it. Sorry about it. I didn't do anything.
Not you.
Drags me over there. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just finished the evening. Liv cashed in our Money in the Bank. Dream come true. One of the biggest nights of all time. Bobby Lashley, new United States champion. The Usos and Street Profits had maybe one of the best matches I've ever seen live. And then Theory wins the Money in the Bank with a Nigerian giant ending up going through a commentary table and so many other hijinks and shit. It was a great night. Interesting evening. Then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm kind of swooped up by a scumbag. I'm out there, I'm losing my balance. I'm getting wailed on punches. Throws me in over the barricade. Hit my head off the side of the commentaries table that was blown up by Omos. Got cuts on my head from that thing because there's some metal where the obviously where the bolts go. But
staples?
Literally still bruised on my head right now.
Oh, yeah,
from
both
this.
sides.
Both sides. Almost. So then I'm like kind of staggering in there. This big son of a bitch who's a bum ass, former Golden Gloves boxer, obviously incredibly tough, former teammate of mine, roommate of mine, a man who has completely become a terrible human, has me by the hand with my Rolex.
Come on.
Under my jacket, pulls me in, boom. I'm upside down all of a sudden. Holy fuck. Right into the ground. All right? Thought I had a T1, T2.
It's close.
Okay,
I was worried about your larynx.
But my larynx potentially in trouble as well.
Need you to be able to talk.
I'm 240 pounds. Okay, when your body's upside down and then flipped around right onto your face, there's going to be some bad outcomes. So there was a little precautionary there because I could not move my neck afterwards because it was an incredible pain. Any budge hurt like hell. Turns out no fractures in there, but I did have a severe case of whiplash, so I will still be rather stiff here.
Of course.
With that being said, happy Corbin. Bum-ass Corbin has officially accepted my Summerslam challenge,
Now
so
we
it
go.
is on.
Yeah. Now we go.
Once this neck heals up 100%, I'm going to be fucking going.
That's right.
I'm going to beat that guy's ass in Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, July 30th. It's going to be big. It's going to be grand. And this foot right here is going to end up the ass of bum-ass Corbin.
Goddamn right.
But it was a fun weekend. I hope everybody else had a blast. That main event for the UFC, kind of boring, but
Yeah, a little bit.
Izzy got a win, which is all that matters. We were there just to watch the fight,
Yeah.
Kind of went over there, had a good time. I was the company I was with was hysterical, obviously. Very funny. Rode over to the fight with them, left with them, watched with them. It was kind of cool watching, them like just act like humans there for a
Yeah,
first
just being public.
wrestling.
just be a fan, have a good time. We're kind of watching it. And he comes out to The Undertaker.
Yeah, interesting.
Izzy Stylebender comes out to The Undertaker's theme. No remix of The Undertaker theme. Actually comes out with The Undertaker's entrance, okay?
Same one.
So I'm sitting there, and the obvious question is like, did you guys know this was coming? Do we just so happen to be here when one of these things happen? I don't think they knew that was coming. I'm not saying that they were upset about it, though. I think they loved that it was happening. At one point, I actually looked at Vince. I was like, hey, you should think about fucking doing this. Seems like a pretty cool thing. Got a big pop out of him. I guess Stylebender is a big WWE fan. We were honored to be over there. Got a chance to sit directly behind his corner. I mean, I sent a picture into the group there where it is a shot of him during one of the
In between the rounds.
it's not an intermission, I guess.
It's like a break.
Right?
Time out.
Whatever. He had his arms up on the thing. He's right in front of me. I take a picture, and it's just like going up into the sky. And he wouldn't sit down, right in between the rounds. And the first round, that guy didn't sit down. Cannonier didn't sit down. I think second round, he didn't sit down. Third round, the guy sat down. The only thing I really said to Izzy the entire time was, hey, the other son of a bitch is sitting down. That's all you need to know, Bob. You're not sitting down. That other guy's sitting down. These seats were incredible. They were impeccable.
Yeah.
Shout out to the UFC. And that's from my camera right there.
Unreal.
I was drinking a Johnny Walker Blue.
What?
For those that
classy.
are wondering, it's a scotch, no big deal.
Sure.
Chilled. Went down real smooth. It was tough to chug that thing, though, because the
T1.
the potential broken neck. Kind of an interesting situation arise right there before our shot. Cameraman has, I think, just Vince and Stephanie in shot. Then moves to the other side, has Triple H, Stephanie, and Vince in shot. So I'm like, I'm going to stand up then and get the fuck out of the way. So this is not, because kind of we're on top of each other.
Oh, yeah, very
There's a
close.
Pack 'em in.
little bit packed in, especially with my ass. And it might look like I'm flexing there. I'm not. I was just kind of in the middle of a forearm spasm that just popped
That
out of
happens
nowhere.
when that happens to your neck.
Yeah, I had no control. And it might look as if Triple H is pushing out my tricep a little bit.
Really?
It might look like that. And I'm not saying that was by accident or on purpose, but he's not. He's not doing that.
Yeah. Well, his biceps are so big, naturally, you can't help it.
But I
Move
wasn't
things
supposed to be
around.
in that shot until like right before the shot happened. Somebody goes into the camera person's ear and it's like, hey, neck brace guy also supposed to be in shot or whatever. So then I kind of get a point, like, do I want to get back in? And I'm like, I guess, yes. And I'll sit back down. So boom. And then as soon as I sit down, if you watch the shot, as soon as I sit down, we're on camera and I see myself on 100 TVs. Oh, shit, here we are. Hey, we're at the fight. No, not a bad pop out of the crowd for us. Hey, not a good pop either. I thought there'd be a little bit more, because First Family of Wrestling's
Yes,
in there.
exactly.
But I think everybody at that point was already pretty tuned up when we walked in there for the main event.
Oh, yeah.
It was a cool environment, cool atmosphere, just like Money in the Bank. Those fucking fans were loud. I mean, that was a super fun weekend. Neck's okay. Went to my doctor immediately upon landing back here in Indianapolis on Sunday. Straight to the neck doctor. Hey, doc, how you doing? Good. How you doing? Well, not good. I'm in a fucking neck brace.
Look at me.
Why? And I'm seeing you. What do you think needs to happen? Run some scans. We're off and we're running.
Hell yeah.
Hope everybody else had an incredible 4th of July weekend. A lot of things happening. We got Sham Charania joining us here in about 5 minutes to talk about the NBA breakdown. It is full chaos in the NBA right now. Trades and opt-outs and then renegotiations for less money and then get me out of here. Then there's bitching, there's yelling, there's super maxes going to guys that The $191 million guaranteed to Zion. He hasn't played in the last couple of years from the New Orleans Pelicans. It could go up to 231. I mean, the NBA's on fire right now. We will talk to Shams in about 4 minutes. And then Ian Rappaport joins us in 1 hour alongside AJ Hawk, who I believe had an interesting 4th of July. We'll let him tell it if he wants to dive into it. The Toxic Table is here. At Boston Connor, at Nick Moraldo. Ty Schmidt's still doing daddy duty. He and his bride, Caitlin, gave birth a little over a week ago. Woo. Congratulations to them. Keep absolutely crushing it, pal. We certainly miss you here. Nick, you were back in Pittsburgh, huh? What'd you say? Hey, let's have an Italian 4th of July.
Pretty much. Got to hang out with my family, see the old man and my mom, and they took care of us, did a big cookout for everybody, invited the ladies' family over, kind of a mixing of the soon-to-be in-laws. So did a little cookout and got to play some golf with CFO Phil, who is, I know you've been training hard. Seems like he's also been training potentially for some type of showdown here in the coming weeks.
There's no show. How does he have time to run a marathon, train for golf, teach a team, have a bunch of babies? I mean, that's the first thing I heard. But
mayor.
I'm sure he's able to figure it all out. I can't wait to see him. Saw him take a big hack at a ball on your Instagram. Saw Papa Man say, "That's right." And it's great to see. He looked like Rolling Fields was in prime condition. Cannot wait to get out there and play there. Please tell everybody we said hello, will you? And I assume you did whenever you were back in Pittsburgh. Hey, everybody says hi.
I did meet one individual at a cookout I was at. He was a big fan, and he wanted to thank you personally for the donation to Plum High School. And he said, hey, when he went on that 15-minute rant about the school board and all his administration, I absolutely fucking love it.
That caused some shit, I do believe, back in Plum. I apologize. Just trying to make it better. But also, fuck you. You know who you are. At Boston Connors here. You've been proclaiming that you are from Plum for a long time. I learned a lot about you this weekend, pal.
How so?
I enjoyed it. You took a trip to Arizona with us, went to Vegas with us, flew back, and you had Versace sunglasses. Where are those? You already lost them.
No. They're outside.
Them.
No, they're outside on the deck now. Maybe there is a scratch or two on them. There might be a chance that I dropped them, maybe. But
this dude went from like $2 to like 200 and some bucks. Goes and buys these glasses in Vegas. Hey, I did it. I might never take them off. I said those things are broken or lost within a week. We're already halfway there.
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that was going to happen.
No, you didn't. You actually said to me, no, not these ones. No, I actually spend money on these. Normally my gas station ones, I wouldn't really care if they break. Or these ones, though, these are my Vegas glasses. These are my Versace glasses. And they're already gone. Knew it.
No, they're not already gone. They're out
July.
there. Happy 4th. It was a great 4th. I had them on for, the whole entire day. It was fantastic. Arizona, as you mentioned, first time out there. The desert's cool. It's very hot out there. Vegas, it's kind of sweet. I don't know if you heard, though. I didn't know what an espresso shot was. So as soon as we got to the hotel, your wife was like, hey, you want an espresso shot? I was like, yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not? It's Vegas. We get the espresso shots. I hammer it right away, not knowing it's 10,000 degrees. Burned my entire mouth. Burnt my throat. Esophagus absolutely screwed. Guy who runs the hotel, Italian looking man, great slick back hair, everything. He's basically like, oh, this kid's a fucking idiot because he just took this espresso shot after hearing that it's 1,000 degrees. So it was a hot start to Vegas. Don't think I'll be going back anytime soon, but I got the sunglasses forever.
Yeah, we got it. We understood Vegas. We stopped at Planet 13, which is the biggest weed store in America.
Okay.
The future.
Planet 13 is what it's called. Very nice, very cool looking. They had none of the weed I wanted. So
it was tough.
Big empty warehouse almost, but it had cool LED boards and stuff like that. Everybody in there was nice. Just had none of the weed that I was looking for. But anyways, can't travel with it. So it was probably for the benefit anyways. Vegas was a good time, much better than I expected. A lot of losers coming out of those casinos these days.
I was gonna ask, did you hit the tables?
Yeah, a little bit. Played a little blackjack. I think I lost like 600 or whatever. Yeah. But I was planning on winning $1 million.
Sure.
It just wasn't.
That'll happen.
Blackjack was tough.
Blackjack was very difficult.
Yes. Roulette was the one.
I think I actually just read that Vegas had their most winning month of all time.
We probably capped it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they're still on a heater, and Vegas will never walk away from a heater. Tone Diggs, how was 4th of July? Great?
4th of July was awesome. I watched the great Independence Day film. I do it every year on July 3rd.
Oh, I saw it was on. That's Will, right?
Yeah, that's Will.
Yeah.
And your guy, Goldblum.
Oh, yeah, I seen him, yeah.
And President Whitmore in there said something that really resonated with me with that. We cannot be consumed by our petty differences anymore, okay? We must be brought together by our common interests.
That's right.
And I just want to say that today.
Did you write that down and in the middle of it have to look down and read that? Because it did appear as if that. Well, how could we ever forget it?
There it is.
With those Beautiful words that really touch your soul so much that they were ingrained in your brain immediately upon hearing them. Let's get to the show. Joining us now, senior NBA insider for The Athletic in the Stadium, a man who is absolutely slaughtering it on breaking news and information, rising in the game of the insider world. Ladies and gentlemen, Shams Charania. Shams, happy 4th. Hope it was fantastic, fella. You were working, huh? A lot of shit popping off in your league.
Hope you had a great one, too. I saw you at Summerslam. We FaceTimed for a brief moment on Thursday night. I don't know if you were poolside. It looked like you might have been, having a good time. But it's been a busy last week in the NBA, so I'm obviously very excited to get into all of it.
Shams was breaking all the news and, had a conversation with him about maybe him joining us on Friday morning, but we didn't have a show. So I had to FaceTime him and say, hey, Shams, we ain't got a show tomorrow, but I would love to be able to do it. We're thankful for you. You continue to kill through the weekend. Let's jump right in on all of it. Zion gets a max deal from the Pelicans. 191 guaranteed, up to like 230 something. How did this work out? Was this in the cards from the beginning? Was Zion pumped about this, or the Pelicans more pumped about this? How do you feel like the attitude is around the Zion max contract deal with not a lot of playing time for the Pelicans thus far?
This is the Zion Williamson Show, so I will report on the Zion Williamson Show that he was ecstatic to sign this contract.
Woo! That baby Zion!
Hell yeah.
I think the big question this offseason was going to be, if Zion Williamson does sign this max extension, will there be protections? Will there be, games played? There's been a lot of injury protections that you could think about. We saw the max contract that Joel Embiid signed, I believe in 2017. There were a lot of protections in those deals, games played, injury protections, that if the team at that point, the Sixers, wanted to get back the money that they owed him on the max deal, they would be able to waive him and be able to get the money. It's very rare where you sign a player like a Joel Embiid, a Zion Williamson, to that type of a max extension and then waive him and basically make him a free agent so you don't have to pay him. So that was going to be the big question. And sources tell me that there are protections in Zion Williamson's max extension, but this is the deal that he wanted to get done. He's getting done, and as long as he's healthy, plays in these games, he's going to have no problems hitting these benchmarks. And if he becomes an all-NBA player next year, which he was very, he's basically a historic NBA player when he's on the floor.
Yep.
And all signs show right now that he will be on the floor next season. He's going to play, 60 to 70 games. And if he does that, make an all-NBA team, he's going to be guaranteed $231 million. And I think that's why Zion Williamson
Let's do it, Zion! Let's go, Zion!
Keep an eye out for this. He's been spending a lot of time in the community in New Orleans this entire summer. I expect when he officially signs his contract this week, there's going to be some component of some kind of a give back, something with the community, something with the kids in New Orleans.
Had a baby Zion doing it right over there. We're thankful for that. So the Pelicans sign him to this deal, okay? 191 guaranteed regardless of if he becomes all-NBA player or healthy or whatever. Why won't they fucking play? Are they not going to play him again? Like, what happened?
Come on.
Because, if they get this deal done, it means they're on the same page. But at one point, it felt like they weren't, right, this season. Were they ever not on the same page? Or did that all kind of get handled and settled? And then now this deal is just like, hey, we're best friends forever now? What does this mean?
I think it was obvious that these two sides weren't seeing, they weren't on the same page. When it comes to him going out to work out in Portland, then coming back, and there was an expectation him ramping up to try to play. It's clear his stepfather Lee went on the record and talked about how he believes Zion Williamson can play and that he should be playing. This is right on the eve of the playoffs, and so the organization obviously made the decision in conjunction with Zion and the family to hold him out and not have him play in any of those playoff games, which I think in the grand scheme was to protect him for the long term, to make sure that when his extension comes around, when
we're
next
about to
season comes
pay
around,
you
he's able to
$200
play 100% healthy. And I know, obviously, there are a lot of questions. Why, if he's dunking, he's doing windmills and 360s, why isn't he playing in games? I think there's a difference between doing windmills, doing those dunks, than, like we've talked about, playing 4-on-4, playing 5-on-5, being able to clear those thresholds and be 100%. And I think having a full summer, they want him to be 100% for this 5-year extension, not just in the playoffs last year.
Okay, so at the time I was pissed they weren't playing Zion, because if you have enough explosion to jump at 270, put the ball through your legs and dunk it, you probably have enough explosion to get through at least a few minutes in a game, and that's what the whole world would want. But hey, The Pelicans did right by Zion, so I got nothing but love for them. Let's hope he goes. CJ McCollum down there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Zion, they got Ingram. Yeah. They got a squad down there.
Yeah.
Maybe they go on a run. I can't wait to watch it. Let's move on. Speaking of same page, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. Okay, Kevin Durant, they did a piece on, I think, ESPN yesterday. I was watching before the hot dog eating contest on ESPN News.
Interesting.
ESPN
What
News.
the hell?
And then it's not even ESPN or ESPN2. This guy is shoving hot dogs down his face for America. We can't even get him on 2.
Hero.
What are we?
English tennis?
What?
Come on. 4th of July.
Anyways.
Pat, have you ever devoured hot dogs like that ever?
No.
Like, have you thought about it? Could you enter that challenge?
No, so I'm a good chugger. Like a liquid chugger, I can make things disappear like Badlands. I think I could get Badlands a gallon of lemonade at some point, maybe when I'm real old, a little bit more overweight. The eating thing, I can't though, Shams. You love lunch. We all know that. Have you ever attempted
I'm not. I got 1 or 2 hot dogs in me. I don't think I can devour them like Joey Chestnut. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
By the way, nobody can. That motherfucker took down a protester and hit 63, still won by 20. And a baby Joey! All right, let's move on, though. So Kyrie Irving opts back in to play with Kevin Durant. I watched that SportsCenter thing. They were like, Kevin Durant chose to play with the Nets because his really close friend, Kyrie Irving, was playing there. Obviously, all hell broke loose with the Nets over the last couple years because of mandates that are different than every other city and decisions that are made by Kyrie Irving in the biggest city as opposed to everywhere else. Now, Kyrie opts back in. Kevin Durant says, get me the fuck out of here. Did Kyrie obviously not know that before he opted back in? How did he not know that? And are the Nets still not going to be cool with any decision-making or trading that Kyrie Irving wants to have happen?
So Kyrie Irving, I think, knew and understood that this was a possibility. Even before he opted in, there were conversations that were going on behind the scenes that, listen, Kevin Durant is really, really, really considering his future with the Nets. And what does that mean? He's got 4 years left on his deal. I reported on draft night that he's really considering and mulling over his future. There were serious concerns around the Nets, around everyone within the roster that Kevin Durant could eventually ask out. And so Kyrie Irving makes the decision to opt in. There was no clear-cut opt-in and trade scenario. There were a couple teams that had some interest, the Lakers being one of them. No one stepped up. There obviously wasn't a deal done. So Kyrie Irving opts in. His intention at that point is to play out the year. But Kevin Durant made a decision that only he can make in terms of going to the Nets and requesting a trade out of Brooklyn. And from everything I'm told, that stance has not changed. There's been no signal that he's going to back off of that. If anything, that stance is expected to continue throughout this offseason in terms of Kevin Durant wanting a trade out of Brooklyn. But on the other hand, the Nets, they pick up T.J. Warren today. They're making moves and they're doing things this offseason with, in their mind, the preparation and operation as if they're bringing these two guys back next season and playing with these two guys. Now, I think they're open in dialogue and they're open to teams like Toronto, Phoenix, Miami making offers. But until they get that price threshold met, which I'm told is all-star type players, a boatload of draft picks, they're not going to move. This is what they're telling teams. We're not going to move Kevin Durant until the price is met. And so we'll see how this summer goes. One thing to keep in mind, Pat, these superstar trades. You think about Kyrie Irving when he got traded to the Celtics in 2018.
Hell yeah.
Or I think 2018. You think about, I think that was 2017 actually. You think about when Kawhi Leonard gets traded to Toronto. You think about Anthony Davis getting traded to the Lakers. All three of those trades took 2-3 months to get done. Even the Rudy Gobert trade, when he got moved after the season ended to now, took 2.5-3 months. So this process with Kevin Durant could take a while, but there's no doubt he wants to trade out of Brooklyn. And we'll see how this process unfolds.
So we'll stick with Kevin Durant here, and then we'll move to Kyrie. Allegedly, Kevin Durant loved the Raptors as a kid growing up. That was his favorite team. He's from Washington. Mm-hmm. Chicago has a bunch that they can give up to get him.
Oh, yeah.
Golden State Warriors are snooping around. Or is there any truth to any of this, or is this all just teams like saying, hey, maybe us? And are the Nets, are they, they can, and I just assume because the outside looking into the NBA that the players control everything. The Nets could say no to Kevin Durant being traded and Kyrie Irving being traded. They could just keep both of them on. There's a situation where both those guys are playing for the Nets next year, you think?
Theoretically, they could. But again, do you want that level of dysfunction, right? When you think about you have a guy, Kevin Durant, 33, going on 34. that is mentally not going to be there, isn't going to, and if he doesn't want to play there, do you want that situation on your hands? You know, we saw what happened with Ben Simmons and the Sixers this past season. We saw what James Harden went through in Houston to get out of Houston. Yikes. So what would that type of an ordeal lead to? I'm not sure. Those questions, I think that those are way down the line here. But I think overall, the Nets are open. They're open in conversation, but there's no doubt that they're telling teams, this is the threshold that we want met. And if this threshold isn't met, then we're going to just bring these guys back. Now, we'll see as this summer unfolds how that process goes. But I think overall, every team in the league, Pat, has reached out. The Warriors, the Heat, the Suns, every team that you can think of. We're talking about Kevin Durant here. Every team has reached out. So, but which team can put together the package to go get a Kevin Durant? That's the question.
Hey, when we landed in Phoenix on Thursday, did we land? Yeah, we went to Phoenix on Thursday. That was the day this was all happening.
And it was buzzing, right? It was buzzing.
We had rental cars, right? Rental cars. I couldn't Bluetooth connect to the car. Sirius XM wasn't existing, so I was listening to local radio. Every local radio channel was like, Kevin Durant is going to be a Sun next year. But now it's, here's Nick Jonas with blah, blah, blah. Kevin Durant is going to be in the Valley of the Sun next year. Here's like some country, like every station was like, oh, Kevin Durant's coming here. Hey, what starts those rumors? Just one team reaching out, or like Kevin Durant liking a tweet? What is there any legitimacy behind any spot? And where does Shams Charania think Kevin Durant begins the season next? Oh, not just a guess. Just a guess. Nothing else. No fact. This is just a pontification from our friend Shams Charania on Kevin Durant's future.
So I think where that comes from, though, to answer your first question, is Kevin Durant. That's his preferred destination. The Phoenix Suns, from everything I've been told, are his number one preferred destination.
That's a great
city. I think there's a desire to go play with Devin Booker, to go play with Chris Paul.
Real hot.
But overall,
great city.
Where do I think he ends up? I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be about whoever puts in the best package. Now, if that's Phoenix, they've got DeAndre Ayton, they've got Mikal Bridges, they've got all their first-round draft picks. Could they put together a package? Now, what I'm told is there isn't really a one-to-one interest with the Nets and the Suns on DeAndre Ayton. So when you're thinking about trades, right, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, and draft picks, I don't think that's a deal construct that we're going to see. So can Phoenix go and take DeAndre Ayton and take these other players on their roster, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder? Can they go trade them to other teams and go get another type of elite player that they could then use with the Mikal Bridges to ship to Brooklyn? I think this is why this is not going to be a process that is going to play out this week. It'll take multiple weeks to see if Phoenix, if they really want to get this deal done, can put together a package that can acquiesce Brooklyn.
Okay, we got about a minute left here. So a couple quick things. Kyrie Irving getting traded to the Lakers or not?
There's no traction on any type of a Lakers deal for Kyrie Irving. Yikes. So there's nothing new on that, and I'm not quite sure we're going to see that take place.
Okay, and James Harden has to, by the end of the day or tomorrow, we'll have a new deal with the Sixers to set up for roster remanagement, or what? What do you think?
It could take several more days. James Harden is going back to Philadelphia. There's no question he's going back. The question is going to be what terms. You know, my sense has been likely somewhere in the $30 million range, whether that's 37, 38, less than that, 30, 31, 32, somewhere in the 30s. The first numerical value will be at 3. So we'll see what comes after that. Likely a 2-year type of deal. You put yourself in a situation where he can end up a free agent next summer, and that gives him a chance to get back into the market.
And hopefully he has a good year, shows back out. They do something special over there and make magic, just like you do every time you pick up your phone. We appreciate the hell out of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Shams Charania. What's Shams not giving us any guesses for?
I don't know, because he wouldn't say Kevin Durant. I figured he would have had an inside track on where he might go.
Just pontificate, Shams.
Put on the pundit hat.
Yeah, come on.
Let's get to a break. Well, you know, when other insiders get on the pundit train, it is a little confusing on what and why they're saying what they're saying.
Need a disclaimer.
So maybe Shams just trying to stay clean in this whole thing.
You mean like, why would the Jazz do what they're doing?
Hell yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That was genius. And he was right. I mean, not less than 24 hours after Rudy Gobert get traded.
Yep.
That's the team that I think could just
Minnesota?
8 first-round picks. Yeah, just give them. They got 4 first-round picks.
Who
for
owns that
Rudy
team?
Gobert.
A-Rod?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where Anthony Edwards is?
that's right. Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
Let's get
Kermit.
Anthony Edwards on TV more.
yeah. Kermit Wiltz.
And if that's Kevin Durant going there, let's Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, they could package a few things too.
That's what I'm saying. If they're making all these moves, teams are trying to. How about him saying teams are going to try to acquire all-stars?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna give up a shit ton to get really good players. Once we get those really good players on our team, we're gonna say, hey, listen, we're trying to get one great player. Actually,
Yep. Yeah.
you're fucking out.
See you later.
Phoenix, great city, right? Yep, love it here. That's cool. We'll take a quick breath. Exhale. Now you're on a plane. You're fucking with the Brooklyn Nets. Congratulations, we got Kevin Durant here.
Don't buy a house here. Just get an Airbnb for a weekend, and then you can buy a house when we trade you.
I fucking love Phoenix. All right, we'll be back in 4 minutes, wrapping up hour one here. There's a lot to chat about. Obviously, Joey Chestnut has done his thing. Titans general manager John Robinson has come out in a pretty firm stance against analytics.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like that.
Yeah, football.
Detroit has the most expensive offense in the NFL.
Yikes.
Hell yeah.
The entire NFL. You think about the NFL, you got Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and all the boys at the Rams. Not the most expensive offense in the NFL. You think about the Green Bay Packers just having Aaron Rodgers. Not the most expensive offense in the NFL.
Boss.
Speaking of Devontae Adams getting signed to the Raiders with new price and Derek Carr getting a new deal. Not the most expensive team in the NFL, offense in the NFL. The Bucks have Tom Brady and many others.
What?
Not the most expensive offense in the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, best team and whatever. Not the most expensive offense in the
Cowboys.
NFL. Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, Zeke,
CD.
CeeDee Lamb. Let's go to the fucking Browns. The Browns have four quarterbacks. They're paying a quarterback, I guess only $1 million next year, but a $45 million signing bonus.
Sure.
The Browns also have Maury Cooper out there, tight end,
David Njoku.
Yeah.
Njoku, offensive line across the board that they've
All
paid.
paid.
2 running backs that they've paid.
Oh, yeah.
Not the most expensive offense in the
Broncos.
NFL. Denver Broncos have Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And many other. Not the most expensive
Bills.
offense in the NFL. The Buffalo Bills have Josh fucking Allen, Stephon Diggs
Yep.
to a brand new deal that's bigger than anything in history. Not the most expensive offense in the NFL. The most expensive offense in the NFL, the Detroit Lions.
Wow. By a lot, too. By a lot.
Let's go.
All right. We'll be back on the other side talking about, will that offense pay off? Will they get a ROI on any of that?
It's a good old line.
Yeah.
Building the trenches.
Hard
right.
Knocks. We're going to find out on Hard Knocks how they're looking.
I saw the other team up there. Goff and Wentz are just tied together, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Forever.
Anytime you get a deal like that. All right, we're back in 4. This is the Pat McAfee Show.
What a course, man. Thanks for bringing that luck, huh? Great putt. What a roll.
Bang.
Look at this guy.
Bang.
Shooter.
You got them? The rattlesnakes are starting to rattle a little bit. This is the time they come out, I've been told. When the sun goes after Camelback Mountain and it starts to be a little bit shady in the shadows, this is where the rattlesnakes hibernate. That's where I make putts at, too.
Let's go. 30 points. Now go. Camelback. Now go.
Here's the Super Bowl champion, Alan Quay Shipley of Pittsburgh. More specifically, Moon Township. Is Messi going to come to the MLS? And if Messi comes and other guys come, is the MLS potentially ever going to be like a legit soccer league in the world, especially if we're having good showings at the World Cup and everything like that? And does it have to become a good league for America to get the respect you think worldwide?
Yeah, look, the MLS has grown leaps and bounds. And I'll tell you what, it is a very, very much a top league. But what I would say is we've seen a lot, to answer your Messi question, we've seen a lot of international superstars come to America. He's going to come. That's, the rumors seem to be true. But honestly, I'll tell you this, Pat.
From Barcelona to Miami.
It will be like nothing we've ever seen. This guy, I swear to you, he's a god. I've witnessed it. I've played against him. I've seen people. He walks on water. The fanfare that's going to surround if he goes to Miami, it'll be like since Pele. honestly, it's crazy if that happens.
So when you're watching him, it's just like, oh, that guy's different. You said walking on water. The ball's just on a string. It's easy. And can he bend the ball? Did he embarrass you? Have you been embarrassed by Messi?
No, we played twice, and I don't think he scored, but who knows? Yeah, but he's a joke. I mean, he's the greatest. Him and Ronaldo, for me, are the greatest players of all time. And it's on a string. You can't get away from him. We had his game plan. It was great. It was like, remember when in Super Mario Brothers when he got the star and he bolted up and he was rainbow, he could run through everything?
Yes.
But we had his game plan when we played Messi, and we worked all weekend how we're going to get him 2 players around him. As soon as the whistle blew, nobody could touch him. Everybody wanted to stay away from him because he's that special.
Yeah, he's the blue shell. In
Yeah,
the entire,
he is.
He is the blue shell in that entire thing. He's kind of disappeared since going to PSG after leaving Barcelona.
Yeah.
But Messi in Miami would be fucking electrifying.
It would be.
Make it happen.
Let's go, Bex. Fucking get the deal done.
What do you
Bring him
say?
in.
Let's go. Get the whole thing done. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, yeah.
It is Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. The boys are here. We are back from a 4-day vacation. We're on tomorrow, then we're off. We're off. We're getting lazy, huh?
I don't know about that. It's the dead of summer. Actually, nobody is on today, so.
We have a guest coming in the second hour who hasn't tweeted in 3 days.
Yeah, what the hell is that about?
Ian Rappaport has not tweeted in 3 days.
Just make stuff up.
He's an insider. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he normally does.
Why not?
I mean, normally he pulls the Fowler just to the next
True,
level.
right.
Breaking news, Tone Diggs is wearing a cowboy hat on his head.
What?
Because he says it looks good,
Thank you.
feels comfortable, and he didn't want to do his hair today.
Holy
At
shit.
least give us something to pontificate on, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, see, I used that word there last time with Shams. Shams didn't fucking do nothing. What's that all about?
Yeah, I don't know. Shams, it feels like he's got more information than he's actually saying.
Speaking of more information than actually saying, ESPN News did not broadcast Joey Jaws Chestnut just fucking taking the head off of a protester in the
up with
middle.
that?
Why didn't they show that? There's betting on this now. Hey, show us the footage. This is probably the best part of the entire thing. Smithfield Death Star, I guess, is a butcher shop, a place that does not treat animals kindly. Come
on.
But I assume they create a lot of burgers and hot dogs and things that people eat every single day. Old Darth Vader here tried to get out there and get his thing. The only problem with him is he didn't know that a fucking black belt in protester ass kicking, Joey Chestnut with one boot on, casted up, crutched up, 13, 14, 15 dogs in already with buns, one hand grab, Steven Seagal, but in real life, not fugazi. Snap neck down dead, hot dogs back in my mouth, going on to eat 63 total hot dogs and buns, nowhere near the 76 he did last year, but we didn't know that he had hand-to-hand combat in the middle of his fucking 10-minute run. They did not go to a commercial break through the entire thing like they had in years past, and they somehow didn't show that at all. There's a lot of shit talk happening about Joey Chestnut only getting 63, won by more than 20, an absolute stallion, but nowhere near what he did last year, nowhere near a record break, and he had to get multiple surgeries on his foot. An infection happened. He's back in the surgery game. So obviously there was excuses that he wasn't potentially fully focused on taking down hot dogs and buns. Little did we know, in the middle of it, he had hand-to-hand combat. This guy went to a fight. This guy got into it. How come that was not shown on the television? And how come somebody thought they could steal a moment from Joey fucking
What's that
Chestnut?
about?
Despicable.
Unbelievable. They put his ass on a fucking lift. Did you see the way George Shea introduced
kidding?
Joey Chestnut? Arising from the earth He even gave the whole, if there is to be an intergalactic war, this is he who we would choose to represent our people.
Like OCW.
Bingo. George Shea gave incredible introduction. Not his best. I would say last year was his best introductions. This year, Joey Chestnut's who he saved it for. He gave a entire great promo for him. But how come this son of a bitch thought they could steal Joey Chestnut's moment? This guy had his stomach cleared, his mouth loose.
What?
His teeth ready.
What?
To just show the world in America what they have been waiting for, what they have been dreaming of. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. It shall begin now. And this son of a bitch walks in and thinks he can take Joey Chestnut's moment. Says Joey. And thank God he did it. But what a performance.
Yeah.
Better than everybody.
Yep.
Tougher than everybody. Stronger than everybody.
Sure.
Going through more shit than everybody.
Strong.
And still wins by 20. I fucking love Joey Jaws Chestnut.
Few things. Let's start last year, okay? Remember we had the blackout. Just
In the middle of it. 1 hour.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
This year, Joey Jaws, now 15-time champion, is on ESPN News sitting behind Wimbledon. Let me remind you, they're playing in England, okay? Beat them in 1776.
Is there ever a day where you should not put anything England over all things America?
Yeah.
ESPN.
Exactly. Thank
ESPN
you.
News?
Come on.
It's not even an Ocho.
Not even on 2.
Not even on 2. Couldn't scratch 3.
Nope.
Putting you on the fucking news. What is this all about?
And then this guy, this PETA motherfucker comes up here and thinks he can get in between
fair.
Joey Jaws and history. Okay? You can't do that, and that's why he got taught a lesson, and I don't think about doing that ever again.
You'll have to. And Fitz, who was staying in the splash zone, he did the interview. How's the foot?
Yeah.
He said it's sore or whatever. Still we didn't know that he had to pivot on that hurt foot
Oh, yeah.
to toss while dog in mouth.
Yeah, still eating.
Throws human down the ground. Little bitch.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Just a little ragdoll bitch.
He's
You know?
Kobayashi guy.
Fuck that.
Not
I'm just
even.
saying, just in general, little bitch.
Sure.
That boom gets absolutely scooped out of there, out of nowhere. And Joey Chestnut, how come that wasn't talked about? There's people gambling. The over-under was 74.5.
Yeah.
He's at 63. We need to know that he got into a fight in the middle of his 10-minute hot dog and still beat everybody. We need to know that, ESPN.
I did see, I think, FanDuel bad beat credit anyone who took Joey over.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Also, can't be chirping a guy and criticizing the guy for only eating 63 when he beat the competition by what you say 20 was the next closest
Well,
person.
this is what happens though. Whenever you get up in that elite level, you're being compared against yourself at all times.
That's right.
So because he didn't crack 70 again, everybody said this guy's getting soft. Once again, he was in a fucking fight in the middle of it all. Listen, there's a lot of good people at ESPN, we can assume.
Sure.
I've met some great people that work at ESPN. With the way they handle this hot dog eating contest, what are we doing? It's
despicable.
Why and when are the rights up? When are the rights up for the hot dog eating contest?
Yeah, it should be moved.
That thing's electrifying.
Yeah, maybe to USA, because I think that would just make more sense. People should be able to find it. ESPN News, I don't think, is even a channel anymore.
Peter King did bring up a good point while watching.
Did he? What, that he could beat?
Are you okay, Tom?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you okay?
I just
Jesus
had a-
Christ. Tone almost just swallowed his entire tongue. there.
Went down the wrong pipe.
A little excited.
You okay?
Must have missed it.
Peter King had a good point, and my wife mentioned this. It is a little disgusting to watch at. All
Sure,
right?
sometimes.
A
Because,
little gluttonous.
well, Peter King's reasoning for why it's disgusting to watch, and my wife's reason, a little bit different.
Okay.
But, shoving, it is pretty disgusting to watch take place. The action, the water, the dipping, the moving, the shoving, the forcing, the puking, the splashing. There is a lot that goes into it.
Sounds like a good weekend.
So it is a great weekend, but not necessarily to be watched, zoomed in very close. But you have to battle through that to witness greatness, to witness history, to witness a man who has sacrificed every single moment of his life to be able to stretch his stomach so he could do that on 4th of July and become a champion 15 times in the hot dog eating department. That's what Joey Chestnut did. But Peter King brought up a pretty good point. And I didn't even think about it, to be honest, because I think we all assumed that hot dogs are just a never-ending never-ending commodity. You can never stop making hot dogs because nobody knows what's in hot dogs. This is probably in hot dogs. I mean, nobody knows what's in hot dogs. I had no idea there was a scarcity on hot dogs.
What?
Peter King brought up a point about how, 1 in 5 people in this country go to bed hungry, and we're celebrating this hot dog eating contest, and how everybody's just, shoving ridiculous amounts of food down their throat. So in Peter King's name, I am announcing that I will be donating 10,000 hot dogs to homeless shelters around the United States.
Here we go.
Incredible gesture.
How about it?
Peter King probably could have done this as well. I assume he will, but him putting out a tweet about hot dogs being shoved down the face actually made me think, yeah, you're right. We should think about that stat about people going to bed hungry. So we will figure out how to go about doing that the best way possible, hopefully with Nathan's. But I don't think hot dogs are ever running out. But if they are, let's make sure we donate some before we get
I
out
didn't know
of here.
they were either, but maybe like when you're riding on your horse through the grocery store and it's like a really high horse, you just can't see where all the hot dogs are.
Well, Nathan's hot dogs, I think, up there a little bit higher
I
on
know,
the
that's
shelf
what I
where the
thought
horse
Peter
would
would
be.
say.
That's true. That's also professional. I mean, come on. What are we talking about? We're watching them because no one else in the world can do what they can do.
Yeah, it's a special craft, a unique craft, and it's hot dogs on America's birthday.
Well,
come on.
Did he bring up during the Olympics? Because I know a lot of lakes are drying out right now. That all of the Olympic swimming pools have a lot of water in them that we could be putting in these lakes.
That's a good point too.
Something to think about because the water is running a little low. We should. What about the divers, the jumpers?
I know.
If anybody gets a splash, let's make sure we remember they're fucking wasting water. Get a little cleaner landing, huh? Get a better score and also help our society. You fucking scumbag diver trying to splash water out of a pool. You don't think we have? You think we just have a never-ending amount of water? We don't. Nathan's Hot Dog has donated 100,000 hot dogs, I guess.
Let's go.
This year they donated 100,000 to New York City's food banks. So I'll add another 10,000 across the country. Okay. We'll see what Peter does. You know, Peter probably get in there, and I appreciate Peter pointing that out because we all know we will run out of hot dogs at some point.
Absolutely.
And that is something to definitely think about.
Yeah, now the bun's in his court. If he wants to, put his money where his mouth is or his food where his mouth is, fucking step up, Peter.
Well, and also, I didn't want to have to do this, and I didn't think I would do this, but my brain just did it. And rest in peace, I believe, to at least one of them, maybe both of them. You know the Quick Change folks that did NBA halftime games? Quick Change, they had like 4 or 5 different dresses they went into.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that are looking for clothes right now.
How about that?
So,
what's that about? Are they going to donate those clothes?
What about
I don't know.
after the Super Bowl when they dump Gatorade on the field?
oh, no. No. We ain't doing that no more.
That's a waste.
That's done.
Supply chain. Okay, the world. There ain't no Gatorade to be dumped or wasted. No. And if I see anybody put water in their mouth during a season that they're spraying or somebody else is spraying, rinse their mouth and spit.
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, I saw Izzy, okay? I think somebody shot water in his mouth. He spit it right out. What is he doing? That's out there in the desert.
Come on.
Come on.
What about people who don't finish their cigarettes, too?
True.
Or just flick them on the ground?
starting fires everywhere.
Yeah, what are we doing? There's people who want to smoke cigarettes all over the country.
No, that does not.
I think
That
it
is not
applies.
in the same.
I think it applies.
No, it doesn't.
There are people everywhere.
The nice thing though about that is like if a bum comes up on a butt, they can still light it and they can enjoy it as well.
I guess.
So, you know, Peter King's tweet has certainly led us to a lot of findings here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest one was it was like 300 hot dogs between the whole of them.
Yeah. All of them.
And those 300 hot dogs, guess what?
What?
You split those in half, 600 people could eat half a hot dog.
Damn.
Wow. How about this? You cut them into thirds.
Go.
9. 900. Now, a couple of people, 2/3 of the people there, 600 or whatever, would have to deal with the ends of the dogs.
Sure.
So that would be a little bit of a problem. But
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy we could be a part of this to make sure everybody enjoys the hot dog eating contest next year and doesn't feel obligated to, be pissed off because we're helping save the world as well.
Maybe Peter could donate one of the honey baked hams he eats every morning to these people and kind of help them out, you know?
We don't know if he eats honey baked hams in the morning.
I thought he was
full
a
ham
donkey.
every
Has he
morning.
wrote about that?
No, but one can assume.
Imagine if he saw the stack of papers on your desk.
Well, I'm saving it. I will recycle these.
Yeah. Build a
Because
tree.
the woods aren't the woods anymore.
No, they're not.
The woods are a smaller group of trees than they used to be. I do appreciate everybody saving the world, though. You know, having the thoughts of saving the world.
Yeah.
But we can act on it. You know, like that's the thing. It's crazy. Like you can act. Some people can act on. Not everybody. Some people can act on it. If you hate something, you know, you can say it to help other people, like what Peter did for us. Then you can also act on it on the other side to make a difference, as opposed to just, you know, yelling about something. You can actually make a good difference. So we're donating $10,000 in Peter King's name. Nathan's already donated $100,000. We assume he'll do the same. Let's make the world a better place.
Well, he's driving an electric car too.
Inspiring change.
Yeah, or else he loves Saudi. If he's not driving electric.
Is he getting gas?
Feels like it.
Wow.
He's not riding a bike.
I do enjoy just the horse just standing right on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting.
Yeah.
This can't happen anymore. And then riding their high horse right back into their house.
I'll tell you what, that horse is eating good because it gets bigger every year too.
Yeah, it does. Just
HGH maybe.
What are you guys doing down there? Stop wasting Gatorade.
Hope he's shoveling up that horse's shit and you reusing it as fucking fossil fuel.
What are you guys getting gas? You fucking terrible human beings. Is Joey Chestnut eating all those hot dogs again? That fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
Just fucking riding his high horse everywhere. Why does everybody do this? This is what everybody, you just feel like you got to do it?
Yeah, I guess you just get to a point where you are, and then, you know what? It just came to me too. You know, he writes a 30,000 page, you know, essay every morning or every Monday. What about the people that don't know their ABCs? How about that? What about that?
Illiteracy is a major problem.
Yeah.
He's shoving it in their face every single day.
Exactly. Oh, you're dyslexic? Well, then try and read my thing. Oh, you can't.
You can't. Sorry about it. And I don't do an audio version, so fuck off.
No, you have to be able to read.
All right, we're saving the world. Happy we did it. Let's go to the phones. Glad we're back.
Yeah. I mean, this is serious.
This show has real side effects, though. You know, like I was sitting 2 doors down from Pratt at the UFC, and I'm like, this guy's going to punch me in the face because of my thoughts on Jurassic World Dominion.
He's been taking it on the shins for a lot of things the past couple of weeks. So
he was super cool, though. He looked super cool. He was having a good time. He was with a guy like I enjoyed the people that were there that were like actually like having a time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like Miles Teller having a time, like not worried about
not putting on a show, just enjoying everything.
having a time. Yeah, like
being human.
Pratt, same thing. So I had a lot of respect for that. Shaq, though, he's the best.
Yeah.
Shaq. Somehow we didn't notice him for a while, and then we look over. It's like, holy fuck, there's the largest human on earth. Shaq's there. Everyone came to say it was a really cool, man. But anyways, happy we're saving the world. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to, anyways, Peter, thank you for initiating what we just did there.
Yeah.
And for, kind of kicking us in the ass saying, hey, why don't you do better? We're going to try to do better.
Yeah, we
we
shed a
appreciate
light
it.
on some things today, and that's like, that's all we try to do every
What about
single
that
day.
lemonade those guys were chugging beforehand?
Jesus Christ.
Forget about it.
Yeah, like
Not
because
sugar.
now there's gonna be a handful of people out there who can't make stuff out of lemons. You know, when life gives them to you.
Yeah. What about lemonade stands? There's kids trying to make money. What about?
Are these free? This lemonade free that they're drinking, or
Are they donating
I should probably
stands?
say them because when kids do lemonade stands, old people call the police on them, so we don't want that.
well,
What?
Old white people in
Correct,
specific.
old white people.
Old
Really?
white people do a lot of that. Yeah, not all old whites are bad, but a majority of old whites are a bit of a problem.
Yeah, well, they're on the way out. Does anyone sit behind Shaq at these UFC things?
He kind of had his own little. Also, Navy SEAL Jocko, maybe. Is that
Yeah, Jocko.
He big head on that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Mr. H were, because we're on camera at all times. So we were, any conversation had to be done like this. And, Mr. H goes, I think that's a Navy SEAL Jocko over there. And I turn and I just see this guy's head. And I'm like, holy fuck, is that the guy? And then as we're going, holy fuck, is that the guy? He looks at us. So I'm like, panic, give him one of these.
Sure.
He gives like a strong one of those. And Triple H's like, yeah, that's one of the baddest fucking guys on earth right there or whatever. I'm like, fucking right it is. Good to see you, dude. And I want to go wish him a happy 4th of July. Feels like he would have hit a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Fight started though, couldn't get over to him. Dong, hit, you know what I mean? Yes, that was him.
Damn.
Yes, badass fucking guy.
Look
right
at
there.
that dome.
Yeah, he's gay. He was bald too when I seen him.
Okay.
He's bald now.
His neck is wider than his head, too.
Yeah, he had a lot of Ohio. It looked like he had a lot of Ohio in him. I was like,
okay.
That guy looks like he's from Ohio. Michael Chandler was there, saw him. Joey Burrow, got a chance to chat with him. It was a fun time. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Mike in Pittsburgh. What's going on, Donner?
Wait, you didn't tell us about Chris Angel.
What's going on, Pop?
Dude, you're going to have to be quick, Mike. I forgot to talk about me meeting Chris Angel. Sorry about it. What do you want to talk about, brother?
It's all good. What do you think about our boy Kenny Pickett getting 13 reps or 13 reps over Stupid Reindeer?
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
In camp, he was.
Okay. Well, it's Mitchell Trubisky, Rudolph,
Yeah.
then Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, guy who hasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett's a rookie, just got there. Mike Tomlin's going to do that every single time for the entire team. I'll be excited to see how they play out camp, though. How do they play out camp? Mitchell Trubisky will be the starter at the beginning of camp, but will they slowly work Kenny in for more and more reps because inevitably he's going to get it? I think the entire NFL is excited to see how Mike Tomlin handles the rookie drafted quarterback with an established vet that was there beforehand. Not that he's been there for long, but he was in there before. I'm excited to watch Mike Tomlin kind of finagle those waters. We'll be back in about 6 minutes with AJ Hawk, fresh out of an Ohio 4th of July.
Ooh.
I think there was some drama too, potentially.
What?
I don't know if it's with the Carpenters or with his own property.
wow.
We'll ask him, and also Ian Rappaport will join us from his 45-day vacation. See you in 6 minutes. Cheers. Nailed it. Hit it so clean.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, met Chris Angel.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Did he just appear or?
So kind of actually. Yeah. So we're at Money in the Bank. In that little area right there is like set up in the back. You know, it's like set up in the back. This arena was very interesting. A lot of walking. I mean, a lot of walking in this arena. There was like little crevices this way and this way. You got to go like
T-Mobile? Is that the Knights barn?
No, it was
wasn't T-Mobile.
MGM Grand.
MGM, yeah.
Oh, okay.
T-Mobile UFC had, I
Yeah,
believe.
Gotcha.
So MGM Grand, it was very nice, but the walking was a big one.
A little much.
So I'm walking, I'm about to turn a corner, I'm going around a bend, and somebody that works for WWE that follows the show goes, Chris Angel is here. And I go, where? And he goes, right around the bend. So he goes, give me your phone. I'll take a picture. I'm like, thank you so much. So I give my phone. I literally turn the corner, boom. Chris Angel is just standing there, sunglasses on, with a hat. He had just got done at that set, I think, taking pictures with his family or whatever. So I turn the corner. I go straight in for the legend. My name is Pat. It is an honor to meet you. Can I please take a picture with you? Yeah, bro, no problem. Chris Angel, super duper cool. Yeah. No problem at all, man. Yeah, you got it. He's like, what do you want to take a photo? I'm like, set would be cool. He's like, perfect. So we go back to the set. The guy who works for WWE has my phone taking the pictures. I watch Chris Angel's team have a quick conversation, like a quick about who the fuck is this.
Should we put his football pants on?
Well, the football pants were not anywhere to be found, but
those were sick jeans he had on them.
Great. He looked fucking so cool. I mean, obviously he looked cool. He's Chris Angel. So then his team, I think, figures out who the fuck I am. Oh, we should take some of these photos as well. They take a photo. I hug Chris Angel. I believe I give him a hug. I tell him thank you so much. And I say, see you later. Then I go to some meeting thing, and I'm walking back, and he was at a different spot. And I'm like, Chris, legend. He's like, Pat, anytime you want me on the show, man, let me know. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I said, Chris, I'm in the middle of heading somewhere right now, but I need to take this moment in I need to take this. I need to take this moment in. I think we're going to get mind freaked on.
Did he feel like a human, like when you hugged him?
You could feel the
like
special.
Mysterious?
Like, you could feel like how special it was.
The aura.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It felt like I was touching something
special. You knew.
That wasn't the same.
Like a statue.
Yeah, it's Chris Angel.
Yeah.
I turned a corner, and I think Michael Cole was like, who the fuck was that or something like that.
Michael.
Of course, that
I'm
Mark
like, Cole,
would say something.
Cole, that guy took somebody's upper body off of their body at a park and put it on somebody else's fucking lower body.
Think about
and
that.
then did it again to somebody else. And then they walked off. Who the fuck is that? You tell me. His name's Chris, but we think he's fucking special. Huh, Cole? Oh, great. You're probably going to say on the show that you met Chris Angel. I'm like, yep.
Yeah,
I am, Chris. This is a huge ordeal. Then I try to sneak it in, and I think Cole tries to drive it away. You heard it in the middle. On purpose, he tried to drive me away from saying Chris Angel's 3 feet behind me right now. He tried to get out of it. I'm like, no, we're coming right back. 15 seconds later, I said, like I was saying about Chris Angel, let's make sure we pay our respects. Carrot Top still got a big billboard out there.
Oh, a couple of them.
Big billboard out there.
I mean, Cole sucks. I'm not surprised to hear that. But did you guys, exchange tricks maybe when you
with Chris?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, no.
Let's get to a break. We'll be back in hour 2. AJ Hawk will be here. It's great to be back.
Yeah. Is Chris Angel on tomorrow then, or?
We got to save that for when he's
set it up.
Yeah, I think he got to be in.
Yeah.
He said, I'll do some stuff for you guys.
Oh, what? What does that mean?
I said, Chris, I know you will.
Yeah.
We know you will.
Put my lower body on something, Chris.
No. He's already done that before.
Fair.
But if you want to take, never mind.
Take my arms.
No, we're back in 2 minutes.
Give me Bobby Lashley's arms, Chris.
Last week of October is National Magic Week.
He's going to be busy. We got to get in early.
I was going to say.
We got to get in early, but we got to do that. All right, we're back in 2 minutes. AJ Hawk will be here. Ian Rappaport will be here in 10. Plus your phone calls on the 5 Energy phone line like Mike from Pittsburgh was. 1-833-4-McAfee, see you in 2.
What are you going to do to change and make Tua better? Have you gotten into that? This is very early in the whole process, and you're shaking hands, kissing babies right now, and you're a 0-win head coach that everybody loves.
0 wins.
0 win, but what are you thinking about that for Tua? How do you make him better?
We're going to start with scoring more points than the opponent.
Wow!
Holy shit.
Oh, no.
You are changing the game.
Changing the game
Yeah.
through math.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I think there's... I was just so fortunate in my career to be around the process of how I look at things with the empowerment of the right teachers that I look backwards, forwards, okay? What things do I see that are really awesome about his game on tape, even though we're at...
He's accurate as heck.
Boom! That's what I was just about to say.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just, you were leading me. That's how, you should do this, maybe.
Dude,
Think about it in the future.
dude.
But he's so accurate.
Or we should just spend the time finishing each other's
sentences.
Oh, okay.
Hey, have we known each other for
our whole lives?
Oh, my God.
You tell
Me?
Wow.
This is weird.
Dude.
Whoa,
Seems
what
like you guys just became.
Dude.
Wow, this is fucking weird, AJ.
Bro.
Hey, this is...
Did we swap skins?
Wow, we learned a lot about yours, by the way. I mean,
Yeah.
The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we could talk about.
Speaking his mind
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
while being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat
What the fuck are
McAfee
you
Show
doing?
starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to that show, Hour 2 on this Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. More sports chatter and hot dog talk shall begin now. Let's ride. Into Hour 2 in beautiful fashion. The Talks table is here at Nick Moraldo, at Boston Connor. New shirt hanging off the edge of the table.
Yeah, new addition to the football collection. It's just Belichick being Belichick, taking snaps for Mac Jones, and then obviously him, looking over the entire NFL with the, the clouds behind him.
I don't know if you know this or not. It's a cool shirt. None of that makes it on air, I think, after just seeing the...
No, not often.
Foxy
not
just
often.
had to move that.
Yeah,
I think,
sometimes it'll sneak in, but, usually it doesn't.
Is that just for you, though? Huh?
Well, I wonder if people think, I wonder what shirt's hanging out there. Let me just go see if they got any new additions over
It's
there.
like your desk got 3 ties on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's probably better that way, too, because Ty has all this John Wayne Gacy memorabilia over here, so we don't want to show that off too much.
Yeah, because we also don't need you to get linked to that because
No, please, no.
we don't need anything about that. Because right over your shoulder right now, Bill.
Believe me, I've been feeling his presence the whole time, making my skin crawl back here.
Hey, Bill, you've been doing a great job, Bill.
Boy, Bill.
Hey, baby, Bill.
Yeah, can't tell him anything else, though, because if we do, kill us. So, great job, Bill.
At Viva Lazino, at Evan Foxy. Tone Diggs is here and joining us from an attic in Ohio. A man who walked to work today both ways.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, college football national champion. Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup champion, COVID survivor, private plane survivor, AJ Hawk.
Yeah.
How you doing, AJ? How you doing, pal? How was the walk?
Doing great. I didn't have to walk. No walking here, but yeah, it was touch and go for a minute. But I'm figuring things out over here.
Did you Uber? Is that how'd you get to the studio today, pal?
So I don't know if you know, my truck was stolen.
What?
4th of July.
Old red? The rust bucket?
Okay, hold on. The Ohio State legend license plate, red.
No, license plate was not that, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
it is.
Sure.
Yeah,
Everything
it
else
is.
is.
It was not an vanity plate, but yeah, go.
Anyways, I'm happy you brought it up. I'd been alluding to it here for a while for the first hour. I didn't know if you wanted to make your business our business, but now that it is our business, what the fuck type of operation you running over there? That truck got plucked right out from in front of your house in Columbus, Ohio yesterday?
Come on.
Yeah, so I'm kind of currently in between two spots. We're in a renovation situation, so we're back and forth different places. Yeah, truck parked outside, 3:30 a.m. I get up, take a leak. I see an Amex fraud alert. Okay, ExxonMobil, multiple attempts. And I walk downstairs and look out the window and say, oh, yep, they got my truck. So I stood on my driveway at 3:45 and called the cops, and the cops showed up and filed a police report, and I was up for the day from then on 4th of July.
Jesus.
So what step? Do we have photos of who it is? Is there any chance of getting this?
We don't have anything. I asked the dude, I'm like, man, that's pretty ballsy. Like, everybody has ring cams and there's houses all over. And he's like, they don't care. They wear masks and hoodies. Like, they don't. And now I'm realizing there's a little crew going around because a neighbor, like 5 houses down, had his car stolen. I just learned my other buddy who was over last night had his car broken into and their wallet stolen. He and his wife in different cars.
Ohio.
Waxy.
What is going on?
These guys are they're legit criminals, though. You got to give them a little credit.
Yeah, shout out to the legit criminals. Yeah. Give them credit.
Unbelievable.
They're able to steal
wallet, license, credit cards, everything.
Wow.
And I'm leaving tomorrow morning too. So I was like, the timing is not ideal for this.
No, it's never ideal to get your truck stolen. This is AJ's truck.
Here we go.
I love F-150s. I wish it was a Ford.
Yeah,
Ranger.
No, I think it's.
Well, now you got a chance to get a new one, huh?
Well, that's the thing. Like, what do you get from this? Because it was an Ohio State legend car or truck. So aside from losing all the shit that you had inside of it, it's really not that big of a deal, right? Insurance covers it. You keep it moving. And do you think there's a chance, because you are the face of Ohio, that those guys got in there with their masks on? Oh shit, we got a wallet. They open it up. They see Aaron James Hawk. They're like,
oh no.
We got AJ. We can't give it back.
Nope.
All right, we're fucking out of here, I guess. And then they're out. Do you think there's any chance they knew who you were? What do you think the chances are of them having a clue who you were?
I don't think they have any clue.
What did they try to buy? What did they try to buy? Drugs?
Meth.
What's that?
What did they try to buy? What was the fraud?
Oh, it just Exxon. They go and they try to get gift cards, I think, at Exxon in different places. I've had my card stolen before.
Not your first time.
They usually go try to buy like Amazon gift cards or Visas at Walgreens or whatever.
All right, well, keep an eye out for a red bucket truck. It's got Ohio State legend in the back, and that's AJ's if you see it driving around. Call 911 if you see it.
Report that.
Ain't that right, AJ?
Yeah, we have no tips as of now. I'll let you know. As we go.
You're never coming back. No, that truck is gone.
I feel bad. It's a dealer car too. I don't own the thing, so I have to like text them. Hey, it's a whole. We'll figure it out though.
I literally just watched John Wick. They took that thing right in and chop shop, made the fucking top drop. You know what I mean?
I don't think we're dealing with that kind of operation here.
Well, you don't think? I don't know. They walked right into your little hoity-toity Columbus fucking neighborhood and said, "Give me that truck. We'll take that truck. We'll do that whole thing." This is They had you scouted, AJ. They had you scoped out.
Who knows? Yeah, that ballsy move, man. There's a lot of ring cams, a lot of different things, and these guys eluded most of everything, but usually they'll slip up somewhere. We'll get it.
Yeah, they'll get greedy. They'll try to steal Carpenter's truck tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Bob Carpenter will be sitting out there with a shotgun.
Yeah, he will. Shoot him.
I seen the Carpenters and the Hawks had a little bit of a battle over 4th of July. Did you get to settle down and enjoy the day and the holiday after losing your truck and all your valuables inside of it?
Oh, yeah, I did. We walked. There's like a parade here. We take the little kids up there for a little bit. Luckily, one of my sons was very hot and ready to go home 30 minutes in, so I got to escort him back home, which was perfect for both of us. And then, hung out all day outside. It's like a whole block party deal where we are, and it was crazy, awesome fireworks. Yeah, it was a good day.
That's all, except for your truck being gone. Your truck would have loved that block party.
Yeah.
Your truck would have been a hit.
I had folding chairs in the back that I was going to sit and watch the fireworks. I was like, wait, never mind, my truck's not here.
Oh, let me go buy some more. Oh, my credit card's in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Let me buy some booze. Oh, I need an ID. I don't. My ID's in. No.
Did Bob Carpenter take you to see Top Gun though? At least after, just to turn the spirits around.
I did not, but Bob was awesome. Bob gave a tutorial on how to light fireworks and mortars with trees and houses everywhere to my little kids. Bob. He was awesome. He's always bringing it together.
You sent me a video. I don't know if you've made it public yet or not, and I don't know if you ever will, Bob Carpenter lighting off a mortar firework, a big one.
Yeah.
Very confined area. We're talking very confined area. As somebody who has done plenty of fireworks in the past with property and land, that can turn sideways. Actually,
real quick,
physically and metaphorically turn sideways on you, and it be game over. Daylight, very tight quarters. Bob sends one up, walks off, and the screenshot that I sent back to AJ at the end of the video was the most proud Bob Carpenter of all time. You know, because people were like, Bob, it's a little close. And then it goes up and he looks at the camera. You know, like a fool.
Yeah, he did it.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. You Ohio folks are definitely different. Speaking of Ohio folks, I met Joey Burrow this weekend at the UFC fight.
How was he? I assume he's awesome.
Bro, okay, so
I saw what he was wearing.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, sorry about your neck, man. I'm sorry I didn't start off with that. Sorry to see.
Don't worry, you got your car stolen. You got fucking jacked. Don't worry about it. It's okay. My neck only have whiplash. I thought I potentially had a fractured T1, T2. Went immediately to my neck doctor when I landed back here on Sunday because the doctor was trying to celebrate the 4th of July. Told me I'm okay. Just got to keep that thing, you know, kind of stable for a while. Just a little whiplash.
Can't be doing any work.
But the UFC fight, I got to meet Joey Burrow. I did not know what he was wearing before I got there because Money in the Bank had been happening. So we get there. I'm having a little, you know, John Walker Blue. How you doing? Enjoying myself. Maybe an edible or two. And I got my potential broken neck at the time. Yeah. So I'm on another planet, you know, having a good time. In between fights, in between the Holloway and Alexander the Great fight and Izzy and Cannonier fight, there was a little downtime there. So, like, people were coming up. Met the Steve Will Do It and the Nelk Boys.
Nice.
Fucking legends. Awesome meeting them. Get a chance to chat with all of them. Obviously got a chance to chat with old Miles. That was great. First conversation in real life. Feel like we made some real grind on the entire Segway situation. He seemed like a cool guy, by the way. I will say. Good dap up to him. Seeing Chris Pratt there. Sean White was there. Mike Chandler. Chris Angel was not. I think he was at the fight. I did not see him there. I saw him at Money in the Bank. But then as we were about to sit down for the fight to happen, a man comes over with the best cheeks and jaw that I've ever seen in my entire life. Big sunglasses, bucket cap, okay? Comes over and says, hey, just wanted to say what's up or whatever. And with the way the lights were shooting, all I saw was these perfect cheeks, like the perfect cheeks. I'm like, oh, what fucking Hollywood person is this?
Male model.
I had no idea who it was. So dap up, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Then the person with the bucket cap and the sunglasses starts speaking, and I'm like almost mesmerized by the cheeks. I'm like, holy fuck, like this has got to be one of the most handsome dudes of all time. Yeah. And then I'm realizing, I'm like, oh, this is fucking Joey Burrow. Holy shit, this is Joey Burrow. I'm like, nice to meet you, dude. Fuck, here we go. How you doing? Introduce him to Mr. H. I'm like, hey, this is Joey Burrow. I chatted with him a little bit about football. Then he walked away. And for the next 3 minutes, I hope he knows this, my mind was in a blender. Like, oh, that was fucking Joey Burrow. How I didn't even recognize him at the time. I think that's what it was on purpose. I think he was potentially trying to lay low or whatever.
Incognito.
Those UFC events, though, are fucking lit. Shaq was a couple doors down. Met Rogan real quickly.
Nice.
DC, Jocko, the Navy SEAL, he was over there. Gave him one of these. It was a fucking...
Was Liver King here?
I think Liver King was there. I did not run into him. Okay. I did not run into him. But believe me, I mean, as much as I could move because of my neck, I was trying to see everything. But I was also focused on the fight because fucking Take was fighting.
Yeah,
true.
Undertaker was
Jumbo Joe Thornton and Austin Matthews were there as well. Probably didn't see them.
Didn't see him. Should have chatted with them. I would have loved to. We were only there for literally the last round of Max and Alex and then the main event, so there wasn't a lot of mingling in there. But those events are fucking pretty awesome. Fight pretty boring, but the night was pretty awesome, AJ. Joining us now is a man who hopefully has some inside information on stuff that we're going to have to talk about for the next few days, next few weeks, next few months. Before the season starts in
65 days.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we're very, very close.
Joining us now from at least a 3-day vacation, probably going to turn this thing into a 10 to 20-day vacation.
At least.
Senior NFL insider for the NFL, the network, and the league itself. Host of the weekly wrap-up with Rap Sheet and Friends, us being friends, he being Rap Sheet. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rappaport.
Yeah, Rap Sheet!
Of course.
What's going on? How you guys doing?
You haven't tweeted in 3 days. Okay?
Wow. Is that true?
Congrats.
Yeah, dude.
Congrats to that. And your family. Congratulations to your family for having them. But is this another, how long are we off for here, Ian? What do you think? Because this means that the NFL isn't going to do anything for as long as you're off, it feels.
You know, I wouldn't say... I wouldn't say that I'm off. I mean, I am off, but if something happens, I'll jump to it. There's always a chance. I mean, every year we do this, right? Where it's It's the summer. I go play golf, and I shot 77, by the way.
Walking.
I was walking and carrying. Parred the entire back. Absolute moment. I would say similar to your WrestleMania moment, but just there weren't that many people watching, but it was pretty great.
So that's why you have to tell everybody now. Got it. I was trying to get that.
I finished the round and was like, how many people can I texted so many people. Basically everybody I knew.
Will you ever do it again? Will that ever happen again or no?
No. It was 5 strokes better than my best, like 0 chance. It will never happen again.
Yeah, those 5 strokes will be back the next time. Let's not get it wrong, especially with karma, the way you're living.
For sure.
And who'd you play with? Yourself? You were probably kicking the ball, rolling the ball, a little fluffing the ball a little bit?
No. I played with 2 random dudes and an elder lady. All walking. It was great.
They're probably
Great
all fans of Ian. Like, you need to do whatever you want.
Round took 15 hours.
I just got a par. The older lady's like, I saw 6 shots, but
the only thing I ever really want is like I just hope when they finish the round they're like, man, like Ian is really good. That's all I want.
You think they said that or no? Do you think they said that or no?
No, they probably just thought I got really lucky. But anyway, so like,
yeah, what are we talking
about?
Okay.
But this is the time of year where like we do the same thing.
Who
every
comes
year.
in and says I shoot scratch and then is fucking cheating the entire time?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you hate the game of golf that much? I mean, have a little respect for the
your
game
deal?
of golf.
I respect the game of golf mostly.
All right.
Tiger would hate you.
Except when the rules don't make sense.
Agreed.
No, so like there's always going to be something that happens in the summer. Like, we've gotten random contract extensions. The Terry McLaurin thing happened last week. Like there's every time we do this where it's like, there's vacation, it's sleepy, like something jars us out of it. We got the franchise tag deadline coming up next week. Like something will happen to entertain the rules, I promise.
Okay, so let's chat about the one thing that seems to be the prevalent conversation on the internet. Baker Mayfield, Seattle Seahawks. This is happening, and is it definitely the Seattle Seahawks? Because Jimmy G is not going to go to Seattle, and he's going to be the other quarterback that's going to be up. So the Seattle Seahawks only have one veteran quarterback option available at this moment, aside from Drew Lock, who got buried by the
U.S. Open tennis.
But then he came back. Yeah. Drew Lock came back. Good internet between those two. I appreciate those two a lot. But Baker to Seattle seems like a foregone conclusion on the internet. Is that right or not right?
It is not right.
Oh, what?
No. I know. It's the fact that you sometimes can't.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks hate him, though, so.
Seahawks don't like Ian. Yeah, the fans don't like Seahawks. Seahawks fans do not like Ian Rappaport.
Yeah.
Why not?
That is
Golf's
not
too much.
true.
Sounds like it's true.
That is not. I might even go visit their camp dish. I'm doing my camp tour logistics. I may even stop by just because they like me so much.
Wow.
But you don't think that's happening, though? Why do you think that's the case?
I just, there's a couple times a year when this happens where you get like an internet rumor that kind of takes on a life of its own. And believe me, like I always check, and I've heard nothing to corroborate Baker to the Seahawks at all. And like, I don't know what's going to happen at the end of all this. Like maybe this guy announces he's trolling us, but like, it seems crazy to me, but they have never really been that interested in Baker. Like what they have wanted is a Drew Lock v. Geno Smith battle. And like, talk about like training camp, like training camps could be a grind and like sometimes not that exciting despite football being back. That is going to be a fascinating training camp because we're going to see them like literally battle it out on the field. And I don't know which way it's going to go. It seems like Geno has a little bit of a leg up now, but that's going to be a fun battle.
All right.
Ian, do we know what Baker wants to do? Like what his preference would be, where he would like to play?
I mean, it seems like he wants to be gone, which I know sounds dumb, obviously, but like, we don't know who the starting quarterback for week 1 is going to be for the Browns. So like in a different universe, Baker could be like, all right, well, I'll just stay here and start for however many games and we'll see what happens with Deshaun Watson. But he doesn't want that. He still wants to be out. Obviously it's been the Carolina Panthers that have been most aggressive. I know some people thought a deal might happen by the end of minicamp. It did not. So we'll see if as we get closer to camp, things pick back up. Like if a trade is going to happen, it's probably going to happen before training camp at some point. So that seems the most likely. If he's traded, we still just don't know if he's going to be traded.
Okay, so let's talk about the ifs and whether he'll play with the Browns or not have to play with the Browns or who the Browns will have. Deshaun Watson's hearing with the NFL, the NFLPA, and Judge Robinson has concluded. When should we look for a ruling from her, and what are the next steps, you think?
Okay, so it's July 5th now. Post-trial briefs are due in the week of July 11th, so next week. And then presumably she would have to read all of them and sort of process all that, right? So what we're probably, I mean, I would assume, unless she has someone read it for him, just be like, here's what they say. That's what I would do. Cliff notes, like whatever kids have nowadays. I mean, I read all the books, but I'm just saying.
Of course. Yeah, you're a nerd. Of course you did.
Right.
Like
so I would imagine the week, you know Pelissero was reading every page of that. Like Book Report too, he's reading all the books. And
they didn't read them.
Anyway.
They just plugged them
just kind of like, just right into the brain.
See, Robinson said, what?
Yeah.
Beep, boop, 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 beep. The NFLPA said, no.
0101.
Page 240, calculating into my brain right now. Please hold while I get a better breakdown of what this memo says.
Make teeth whiter.
Open Twitter app. I have figured it out. That is what Tom Pelissero does every memo. That is awesome. It's unbelievable you guys got that guy. What a fucking weapon, dude. What a weapon.
I mean, and you know, COVID was a lot of things and pretty bad, but man, that generated a lot of memos, and that was, he was in his heyday, man. It was his time.
Yeah. Is he one of the
dominating?
Is he one of the greatest readers of our times, you think?
If you call it reading, I would say processing. Yeah. You know,
true.
For a while, speed reading was a thing. Have you ever seen the speed reading infomercial? Do you remember that from like growing up?
No.
You could
Micro Machines guy?
No, not the Micro Machines guy, although I respected that guy because that guy was awesome.
The
you could
Six
take
Flags
like a
guy?
course
Oh,
and learn to speed read. I was always jealous of that.
Sorry.
Ian,
we just completely ruined it.
Yeah, sorry.
The thing about the bald guy. Anyway, so probably the week after next week, we're thinking something's going to come.
Probably the week after next week. So, like, you know, it'll be probably after the franchise tag window. So you're probably looking at the week of, like, July 18th, 19th, and 20th, which is fine because training camp starts basically that week. So theoretically we'll know. And I think everyone involved has basically said, like, we're going to know before training camp, and at least the Browns can plan and see what they want to do.
Well, that leads to everything. Baker's deal, what's going to happen with him, Jimmy G, what's going to happen to him. Then the training camp comes. We just got to get to the week after next week, which feels like we're one day away from.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys.
Here we go.
Let's go.
So
While you've been doing all what you've been doing, we've been in here battling.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've been battling in here, and it sounds like we made
I've
to the
seen
promised
your
land.
golf course videos as well, by the way, Pat.
Hey.
You were also on the golf course.
It's called training, bro.
Listen, I was at the Phoenician, with the Phoenicians, and it's a resort golf course, so it's a little bit easier, I guess. But I loved it. I loved the way it was set up. That's where billionaires golf, I guess, out there in Phoenix. I did not know that.
Found the putter.
I stole a putter from AQ Shipley. I haven't missed with it yet. Literally, have not missed a putt with it yet.
Man, AQ Shipley, that's your guy.
Yeah.
Remember when he got destroyed on the internet himself there?
Yeah,
Glad
because
to see he made it out okay.
Well, that's because people in your world were like, well, AQ Shipley clearly is the one that said this. It's like, whoa, why? Because he went to college with the guy 12 years ago? How come AQ's getting buried here? He's tough, though. He can take it. He's from Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? He's got those broad Michelin man shoulders. You know what I mean?
In a sweet ring.
When is the Tahoe Golf Tournament?
This week. Starts on Friday.
And you're heading out there?
Yeah, tomorrow we're heading out there. I think AJ's driving out here with a car that hopefully won't get stolen.
Yikes.
Hey, did you break news that AJ Hawk's car was stolen on 4th of July? His truck was stolen from right in front of his house?
No, hold on. I'm AJ, I'm sorry for your loss. That's a traumatic thing, but this wasn't one of those things where you left the key in the car and then someone just took it, right?
Kind of. Sounds
Absolutely is what happened, yes. I gifted it. I gifted it to them. I was too trusting. I gifted it. So, yeah, I can't be too upset.
His wallet was in there. Hey, listen, college football national championship.
4th of July, Americana. I'm thinking no one's doing this today.
You're right.
Come on now. It's America's birthday. Let's not do
In
that.
Ohio, too.
Yeah.
Love
Too
4th of
trusting.
July in Ohio. College football national champion, all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, Super Bowl champion, now a member of the NFL media. A.J. Hawk has red truck stolen on 4th of July with all of his personal items in there. I think that would be a great tweet. That'd be a great tweet. And if anybody could find it, that'd be fantastic.
I feel like the tweet of like source the truck has been recovered would be that'd be awesome news.
We're never getting that thing back. They fucking cut the top off, changed the VIN number of that thing already. It's gone. And they used his card to pay for all those changes. What a time.
Oh my God.
Tone, your question for Ian Rappaport.
Ian, how come no one was reporting, especially you, that Odell was playing on no ACLs last year?
That is a very good question. I was wondering the same thing, man. And I will say this, like Odell is a very good, savvy dude. I would like to know more, and I'm not sure of the accuracy on that because I feel like he was being a little sarcastic.
Whoa. This is classic media biases.
Jesus.
The source is lying, not us. The source is lying. What's the accuracy coming from the guy you're saying, Ian? Unbelievable.
Right.
OBJ, just because this is my show doesn't mean I agree with what that guy in that corner down there is saying.
Dirtbag.
All right?
We've made that clear from time to time, sometimes in very high-profile fashion.
True, yeah. Big.
So what I think Odell means. Let's assume, for the sake of this argument, that it's not 1,000% true. What I believe he means is that it's a great assumption. His ACL wasn't right.
It's not.
And when the Rams signed him, they weren't going to give him a lot of money. They weren't going to give him a multi-year deal because his ACL didn't heal properly after his first surgery. So when he tore his ACL in the Super Bowl, it was actually really good fortune because it probably extended his career because he went to Neil Elitrosh, got it done. It went very well, and he's going to be at full strength at some point this season. But last year, it was not at full strength. So he did all of that knowing his ACL was probably going to go at some point.
So that type of mental toughness to be able to just go. AJ, think about that.
Amazing.
Knowing that your shit's going to pop at something. That's like the guys who have something in their Achilles. They feel like their Achilles. They're like, I feel something in there. Like there's a bruise, it feels something, but they still go full go. And then something out of nowhere, boom, a horse just kicked them in the back. It's gone. That ability
Richard
to be
Sherman
able to go.
did that.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. It's insane shit.
Kevin Durant.
The mental toughness to go, while your shit's about to blow out, that's very impressive. I don't like that you called Odell Beckham Jr. a liar there, but I would like to say Odell's an absolute badass.
Yeah.
House sold $3.5 million in Ohio, by the way. Lock your trucks up over there in Ohio, whoever bought OBJ's house, because A.J. Hawk's getting all his shit stolen. Your question, Connor, for Rappaport?
Yeah, Rap Sheet. How many guys are we going to expect to sign with the team after training camp starts? Like, is Julio Jones going to sign before, or any of these veteran guys probably going to wait till like mid-August?
No, I think what we'll probably see is we'll see a couple sign before camp. It's usually like a deadline kind of generates some of these deals. So, yeah, I mean, Julio, would be a candidate to sign before camp. I know we've talked about potentially the Packers. We'll see if that ends up happening. But, like, you're right. Like, when you get to that point in your career, I mean, Julio I think, is 32 or 33. He is fine without training camp. He keeps himself in good shape. Like, he knows he'll pick up the playbook. Like, he will be fine. So he'd probably be a candidate to sign early in camp or maybe before.
Hey, why didn't it work in Tennessee? Why didn't it work in Tennessee with Julio? And why should the next fan base that Julio Jones arrives to be excited? If he was a Colt, I'd be fucking pumped. Yeah. But then I know immediately following that on the internet would be like, well, did you see what he did last year? Did you see what he did in Atlanta? I think why was it, you think, in Nashville?
It was nothing like personal. It's not like he was a bad guy, or it's not like locker room issues or anything like that. It was just he didn't practice a lot. And when you're trying to get the offense going, you're trying to get flow, you're trying to get timing, there was some hamstring things, and like those were sort of lingered for a while, but like he just didn't practice a lot. And the way it was explained to me, whenever he signs with a new team now, and I do think he will sign, that you're going to get more of sort of the old Julio. Like, it sounds like last year was a little bit of a wake-up call for him that, like, you need to practice. It's important. Like, you need to be with the – because remember, he hurt his something, hamstrings or something in camp, and then he just didn't practice for the rest of camp. And everyone's like, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. He was not fine. That hurt them. It really did.
Are you saying did the team want him to practice more and his body just wasn't able to do that, and that's why he wasn't able to go in there and play as many reps as they thought?
Yeah, I think that's probably right. And, like, you know, AJ, you know how it goes. Like, you're a veteran. Like, you know your body by this point. So it's like we talked about with Rodgers not throwing in the spring. Like, Aaron Rodgers knows he'll be fine. I think Julio was like, I know my body. This is what I need. I'm not healthy enough to train, but I'll be okay. And then it just wasn't what the team hoped. I think this time around, you know, if everything goes okay, you'll see him practice more, and I think that will help whichever offense he joins.
All right. Well, I can't wait for him to join the Colts, right? Or the Packers. I seen some odds were placed by some random odds maker on the internet. Bookies.com odds maker Adam Thompson has the Packers.
What's the third one?
Cowboys plus 550.
Oh. That'd be great.
What's so funny?
What's so funny? So it's Packers or
Why'd
Colts?
you single that out?
No, I don't know. I mean, the Cowboys generally don't make big splashy signings. I think he would help.
What?
And the Cowboys offense will probably be fine regardless, though. But I mean, the Julio Jones Cowboys jersey would sell quite a lot if that did happen.
Yeah, the Julio Jones Colts jersey would too, and the Julio Jones Packers one. Do you get a lean? Do you get a lean anyway with this one, Rep? Has there been any conversations, any workouts, any beginning negotiations at all with any teams?
No workouts. It's just a lot of linking to the Packers. I just, to take on a really, really big name guy, and it wouldn't be a lot of money, but to take on a big name guy who has a big personality and will generate a lot of headlines, like, it has to work. Otherwise, it hurts the team. And the Packers have a lot of young receivers. I think they want to play. Like, that's the only thing that's hard is, like, you want to develop those guys to really play. So that'd be a tough decision for them.
All right, we appreciate you giving us nothing. Good luck on the golf course. Thanks for all the tweets the last couple days.
Jesus.
Are you going to get back to tweeting or no?
Yeah, well, look, my goal over the next, let's say 72 hours is to come up with something newsworthy enough to tweet it. Hopefully I deliver for you.
No, I need the 24 because we're off Thursday, Friday.
Oh, all right.
AJ Hawk stolen car.
24. All right, I got you. I'll do what I can.
Appreciate that. Also, find AJ's truck, could you?
Yeah, please.
When AJ's truck, AJ, text me when the truck gets returned. I'll break it on the internet. It'll be great.
He doesn't have your number. He's on. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rappaport. Everybody, thank you, Rap Chief.
I mean, maybe if the truck runs me over and kills me, that'll be a story to break. But I don't think it's a story just recovering the truck.
That'd be nuts.
No, your truck getting stolen on 4th of July in Ohio, I mean, is a story for sure. All your all your shit inside.
Yeah, both championship rings that he sees every day. And kisses.
My God! Let alone that. But what about? I mean, all the guns that are going to be purchased with your fucking credit card and everything like that
10
over there in
grand in
Ohio.
cash.
Oh my God!
It's tough.
I had like 15 guns in the truck too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's the breaking news there.
They ain't taking AJ's guns.
Let's get to
I guess they would have.
The person walking by the truck could sniff it out. A lot of guns in here. Fucking open it up. A credit card. Give me that. Give me that. Let's take the truck and all those guns. Let's get out of here. Jesus Christ. We'll be back in about 4 minutes with some phone calls. Ian basically said there ain't shit happening until 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, this is kind of a time when most people are out of the office, aren't they?
Now, I don't want to say.
Stuff gets done still, though.
Look at us, though. We did this.
Mm-hmm.
Last couple off seasons, we have not done this. We have sat in the pocket during these days, these hours, and just sat through it and, started hating everything every day.
Yeah.
Now we got the Tahoe this weekend, then we're off next week, and then we'll be back. I'm excited for this, AJ. This is good news.
It's football season. Like, once we get back, it's football season pretty much.
Oh, man, maybe we have a big celebration. Like, hey, it's football season.
Only 9 more Sundays.
Maybe we should.
Don't say it that way.
That's not that many.
That's the worst way to say it.
That is a lot.
See, I disagree.
Saying 65 better than 9 more Sundays.
Yes.
I mean, I've been counting down since like 217.
I can say this: there's football every month from now until fucking February.
That's right. What's at the end of this month?
Fucking training camp.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Birmingham Stallions becoming champions.
Well, yeah, that.
Congrats to the Birmingham Stallions.
What a season.
winning the inaugural USFL championship, AJ.
Wagons.
And I saw they filled that place up, though, for the finals.
Ohio was filled up in there with a bunch of people ready to steal cars and shit. The entire Pro Football Hall of Fame stadium was lit up well. Sounded like there was good environment. A lot of NFL jerseys and shirts in the stands, but people were picking their sides. Scooby Wright gets a pick six to fucking win that thing. His first pick six of the season. I mean, it was beautiful to watch. Skip Holtz had a great coaching moment where he told his quarterback after a pick that was a deflection. There was like 5 minutes left, 3 minutes left or whatever. Hey, we're going to win this game. Don't you worry about it. And it's all mic'd up, and they do come back and win the game. It was a cool thing. I enjoyed watching that championship game, actually. I enjoyed it a lot.
Good for them. Now, when does the XFL start, though?
Next year.
2023.
Next spring.
Yeah, next spring.
Yep.
Are they going head-to-head, or are they teaming up with the USFL?
They are different than the USFL. I believe those are two different.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
It's The Rock versus Fox.
Bob Stoops.
Fox owns USFL, I think. The Rock obviously owns the XFL. Good luck, Fox Sports.
Good luck.
Take it on the fucking Rock.
Yeah, what's that on?
Does The Rock have a TV deal yet?
February, yeah, ESPN, Disney, ABC.
Oh, shit.
February 18th, 2023 is allegedly the kickoff date for the XFL, 1 week after the Super Bowl.
They
2
made
weeks.
a delicious looking Terramana Spritz this weekend.
Oh, I seen it. I seen it.
Fucking chef's kiss.
Can't Dwayne take a few reps? Dwayne needs to get back in his 4-point and take a
was
few reps
in-
there, D-line.
He was at the Combine over there in Hawaii wearing 54 because he was always the 54th person on the roster, it felt like. You know, it's not you.
Is that why?
Yes.
That's cool.
That's $7.
By the way, he looked.
Everything's got a meaning.
I mean, yeah.
He's huge right now.
You know, if The Rock if he was ever out of shape, I think everyone would just lose hope in America if he wasn't in shape.
I wonder if he knows that. I wonder if
There's
every
a lot
time
of pressure, man.
I wonder if every time he steps into that Iron Paradise and drinks his Zoa energy,
What?
and he starts, clanging and banging, being the hardest worker in the room, even though he is in that room all by himself, it seems like.
Yeah.
He's still the hardest motherfucking worker in there. If it was that Iron Paradise or your Iron Paradise, he's coming in there doing it. I wonder if he thinks, like, I have to get bigger. Because if I don't, everybody will think we're all going to shit.
Yep.
And he somehow finds a way to get... Look at that fucking thing!
How old is he now?
50? Something? 50
I
something?
wonder if he goes to his high school reunions and just looks at people
That'd
like,
be
hey, yeah,
awesome.
you look old.
He is 50.
exactly.
He's 50.
Jeez.
How awesome would that be to be that at 50?
How tall is he?
6'6", 6'5"?
Oh, and you guys have the same birthday. I forgot.
Yeah, May 2nd. Me, him, and the Queen. And David
Congrats,
Beckham.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
And David Beckham.
You guys are just
Paul George.
one quinceañera apart.
I don't know what that is.
15.
16, 15.
Oh, see. All right, we're back in 4 minutes with some phone calls on the 5 Energy phone line. 1-833-4-McAfee. Cannot wait to hear what everybody wants to chat about. See you then. Experience so many things, both as a businessman off the field and on the field. Is there a moment when I ask this question and pops your mind, like, what's the craziest shit you've ever seen in your entire life? Because there was a time there where it felt like you were just getting dropped into insane situations and the world was like watching you do things. Man vs. Wild, you and that Bear Grylls guy, fucking electric. That was maybe the most electric shit I've ever seen. Is there anything that you think of whenever you think, like, what's the most ridiculous thing you've been a part of?
Probably some of the most ridiculous shit I ever been a part of was, I had got the restaurant which I'm in right now, and when we first got it, I would come in here and I would clean up and go outside in the front, sweep up, make sure everything looked nice and shit. And one morning I got up here and I noticed, like, damn, this is a funky ass smell. And I looked, to the side of my front door, and it's a big ass pile of shit. And I'm talking about human shit.
Yeah,
and it's right on the side of the door. So I was like, somebody done came and popped the shit right in front of the door. Like, oh, this shit is crazy. Like, I can't be in here serving food. Motherfucker come walk in and they smelling straight ass cheeks when they come in there. Like, I don't think that's the restaurant I need to eat in. So, man, I get the water hose and I'm hosing it down. And, I see, we got a couple, dolphins that usually walk back up in front. Hey, man, did you do this? Like, oh, no. So, one of them owned up to it. I said, man, check it out. So you don't do this no more. Look, you come by here, we get you a, we get you a broom and you help us, we help you. You feel me? And, we put together a little, I put a proposition together for him, and I ain't cleaning up shit no more.
It's a win-win. It's a win for everybody on that one. Hey, one of your former teammates. Yeah, hey, everybody wins. You're helping the people, man. That's awesome. That's why people love you. But hey,
one of them owned up to it. Just a line of questioning. The line of questioning.
His name is Willie. Willie owned up to. Matter of fact, he just left out. He's saying, sweeping up. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Oh boy, I've been looking for you." You feel? Okay. Yeah, we bust down together up in the front of the restaurant to get it all cleaned up and everything.
Hey, you're helping people. Hey, Willie went from shitting outside to working inside. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go, Willie. Let's go.
Give it up for my boy Willie, man.
Look for him to cash in at Summerslam. What a night.
Incredible.
That was absolutely
incredible.
I agree.
Amazing. Wait a minute. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Get off him. That's Corbin. What the hell? Corbin, what? Come on, get off him. Get in there. Do something. Oh, not the end of days. God. What are you doing? Corbin, what the hell are you doing? Hey, Pat. Challenge accepted.
Tomorrow morning, our ACC free-to-play golf tournament, the 100K Tahoe Takedown, will go live on FanDuel with 100K in total prizes up for grabs. Tahoe Takedown.
I feel like that's the largest free play ever. Or?
I don't think it's the largest, but it's close. 100K free to play, and you don't have to be in a state where gambling is legalized.
Nope. All right.
And you'll be able to enter this free to play where I think it's a baker's dozen worth of questions that we're putting up there.
Okay.
And you'll fill out all the questions. It's about, will there be any eagles? Will there be any birdies? Who's going to score better, me or AJ? Who's going to do anything else? $100,000 in prizes up for grabs.
Wow. Yeah, pretty awesome. Some of the other questions, too. Will Pat and AJ Hawk's scores combine for a Stableford score above 0? That's the point system.
AJ ended with a -10 last year. So I would have to get above 10, obviously, to get more than 0. But having exactly 0 will also be an option.
Yeah, and you can't, AJ can't sabotage this or anything. He's got to play.
He's got to play. By the way,
he respects the course.
There's many answers that AJ is dependent upon if somebody wins a piece of $100,000 or not.
Yeah, will AJ finish with a positive or negative final score?
AJ?
Are you going to finish with a negative or a positive?
Me?
AJ.
Come on.
I don't think I ever have finished with a positive score, but this year I plan on winning the tournament, so that means...
Hey, baby.
Okay.
There you go. There's the help. Hey, thanks for helping people out for this. They'll only be able to answer once, and this is the information you're giving them going in for $100,000 in prizes on the line. You want to rethink that, or...?
It's pretty easy to get a negative score out there. I'm just going to let you know.
Okay. All right. There we go. Maybe we shape it a little bit better there. Maybe I end up with a negative score.
Well, I don't know about that. You found your putter.
I
did find your putter.
I did find my putter.
And what are we talking about?
Hey,
I hope you drain everything out there. I'm not. A rising tide lifts all ships, right? I hope if we get to play together Friday, we all just light it up.
I hope so too. We're probably going to do that, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? We are going to do that.
Yeah, we are. Anyways, get in on the 100K free to play Tahoe Takedown, only available at FanDuel starting tomorrow morning.
Yeah, starting tomorrow morning. Not on FanDuel Sportsbook, just FanDuel.
Yes. because we're not allowed to, because it's not regulated.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're not able to put actual bets in there for us because it's not regulated because we're not professionals. Although some books
Out there we can. They have a book at Harris you can place bets on.
Yeah, so that is at that book just there, and I think there's one in Vegas too that they'll take on that risk or whatever because it's not regulated on the internet. So it's a whole rules and regulation thing. Believe me, we bitched at FanDuel for not having bets on it, but the free to play they said is the best bet we got. And it's like, sounds good. Let's do a bunch of money, $100K. Let's go ahead and enjoy the hell out of the weekend. We'll be live from the course a few different times. I believe Frankie Sticks will be running the phone and everything. Foxy will be out there filming everything, and Connor will have the caddy bag. So look for a bunch of content from us, and you can get involved with the $100K free to play Tahoe Takedown, AJ Hawk.
Should be fun, man. I don't know. I have no clue how I'll play, but we'll see.
Had a baby, Bill.
There you go, Bill. Bill, good job. Good job on the audio, Bill.
Bill is doing a great job.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to tell him good job because you guys just tear him down and call him a serial killer.
What are you talking about?
Why do you have to call you a serial killer? I don't know right there. This guy lives in a neighborhood where cars are getting jacked every single day, and he's taking shots at you.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild, Bill?
Can't even take care of his own house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why don't you just fucking take
I
care
can't.
You know what this?
Bill, can I pay Bill money to sit in my front yard in a lawn chair for the next month?
I wouldn't be surprised if we went through Bill's backpack right now if AJ's wallet wasn't in there.
There's a chance he made a trip. It's only a 3-hour drive.
I'm not sure if you've seen it. Gone.
Oh,
in
there's a
60
new red truck out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Sure is.
If you've seen Gone in 60 Seconds, but they cross off a list, and the number one car is Eleanor. I assume in Columbus they're doing a similar thing, and the number one car was AJ Hawk's
Hawkmobile.
big red truck.
Big red truck.
That's what Jack Johnson's back, and he came over and he was like, hey, you know what, man? Nick Cage just had it on the list. It was number one. He had to come get you.
How is Jack Stanley Cup champion? Did he change? He's super arrogant prick now, or what?
No, but hopefully his cup party is coming here not too far from now. He doesn't know a date yet, but hopefully it comes in the month of July. No, he's awesome. So Bob was letting off all those fireworks. Jack comes in out of nowhere from the indoors. He's like, hey, Bob, you gonna light any fireworks off when it's dark? Because Bob started at like 7:45. It didn't get dark till 9:45, pretty much.
Very late dark out here. Arizona, as soon as the sun goes over the mountain, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 7:30, 7:45, pitch black. Out here in Indiana, it'll be pitch black 9:45, 9:30.
Fireworks start at 10 here.
Yeah, same here.
Exactly.
10 o'clock. There was a 35-minute fireworks show I watched last night. 35.
That's the same with ours. I was blown away, honestly. And
Me
I've
too.
seen a lot. I was like, geez, they went above and beyond this year.
Yeah, me and Sam were sitting there watching it. We like stood, we were watching a little romantic, and then we're like 15 minutes in, we're like, God damn, like,
All right.
maybe we sit down.
Done with
I don't think
this.
there's any end. We saw 5 different grand finales in this thing. It was very impressive. And this is all. Did you guys see the Macy's?
Yes, I was watching that.
Around the 4th of July celebration.
No.
That was on last night. I thought people weren't celebrating the 4th of July.
Really?
What do you
Well,
mean?
I thought now more than ever.
Well, the
People in
internet.
America are doing 4th of July, right?
No, well, there was a lot of people that were like, "Nah, I'm not going to celebrate the birth of this country with the way things are going." It's like, hey, listen,
I didn't hear all that. I didn't get all that. Really?
that's the internet, though. You're not on the internet much. You're actually out there in the real world, not keeping an eye on your truck. But
Yeah.
the whole, there was a lot of drama about whether or not America should be celebrated at all. And I'm like, isn't 4th of July to celebrate the good that this country
So are we
has?
bad people then? Are we terrible people if we celebrate 4th of July?
No, that's what I was saying. Like, I was interested to see the celebration, and where I live, and I know it's Indiana, and you're in Ohio, it seemed like people ramped it up a little bit. Then I
Big
watched
time.
that Macy's 4th of July celebration on TV. That was ramped up a bunch. I'm like, I don't think the people on the internet got the memo that we're still allowed to celebrate the greatest fucking country on the earth.
Oh, yeah.
Just because there's assholes making bad decisions, which is going to happen forever, doesn't mean that the greater good is still very prevalent here amongst the majority. We have to remember that. And let's enjoy and celebrate the things that we have. And let's make the world a better place as the world continues to turn and we move forward, because who knows how many days we got left on this fucking earth. Right. Let's try to make this beacon of light that is the United States of America better and better. And I thought about that yesterday as I was, all these people that say, like, I'm going to leave. Where are you going to go? Every country has its fucking faults. And I know you go to a third world country and sit on a resort for a week and you think that's how the country is. It's not. No. They have their problems as well. We need to just become a better society as a whole. And if you just want to leave, fuck you. Why don't you stay and make us better? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's why let's try to make this place as good as it possibly can, because in some people's eyes, this country is the only place where there's any hope. So let's fucking go ahead and do that.
Oh, yeah.
All right? And let's not let these fucking stooges and assholes that make bad decisions that are in positions of power tear us all apart. Enough with that.
Hell yeah.
Let's fucking enjoy this place like it's supposed to be had. Right, AJ?
I think, unfortunately, the people that need to hear this probably won't hear this.
Well, and the people that need to hear this will tell me, "Oh, you don't understand. You don't know nothing what it's like.
You just live in your little bubble. You have no clue what's happening."
Yeah, look at your white face and you got a chain on and you live in nice life. You don't know anything. It's
He's
like,
not jacked. You're not
Not
jacked.
jacked. He's not jacked. He's not jacked.
I love that, how they sound. Is that how they all sound?
Yeah.
I assume, like the guy that Joey Chestnut took out. I
I thought he broke his neck, honestly.
think he was trying to. Joey's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to save America right now.
Yeah.
You're out here with your little Darth Vader mask on. And if you did see that person, I mean, very easily sleep, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Probably on the internet, very tough, this person. Probably amongst group text messages, very tough. Joey Chestnut had 4 dogs in his left hand, 2 buns in his right hand, and just broke this dude in half with the quickness. And I think that is a great tell on about a lot of people.
Tell you what, that was an act against the U.S. of A., and he should go to Guantanamo.
How about that?
I've been learning some
What was
stuff
he protesting?
about that place. That's a food
Processing?
Yeah, it's
hot dogs.
I would like to say that I do not necessarily want to witness how animals become burgers, how cows become burgers and hot dogs and sausages and everything like that.
Sure.
But unless we're all just going to become vegan and just get our neck snapped by a guy holding 4 hot dogs all the time, I don't know.
On one leg.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go to the phones. All right, we appreciate that person trying to save the world. Just like Peter King, AJ. We donated, did you hear this in the first hour?
I did see a little bit what he's upset that people are doing this.
Yeah, wasting food when 1 in 5 go hungry. And we did not know that hot dogs are going to run out, right? Had no idea that hot dogs are going to run out. But
there's a lot of different things we get into if we're going to start that argument.
Well, don't worry. I was actually up on a horse. I was actually up on a horse
I
earlier.
did see that. I love that. That was great.
Yeah, it was a pretty high horse I was riding on there alongside Peter. But we donated 10,000 hot dogs to homeless shelters around the country in Peter's name. Do we have any idea how we're going to go about doing that? No. But we will do it in Peter King's name because he rose a great point in the world that we currently live in.
Truly.
Also chatted about Gatorade being dumped out of a thing onto coaches. What are we doing?
Can't do it.
What are we doing?
All that sugar just on the ground.
Well, water, too. Let's not even talk about the water that's being wasted.
Fighters.
How about when fighters, take a little spritz of water and then spit it out? It's like, are you kidding me?
Well, they're trying to get the blood out of their mouth, though, right?
No, we're in a water shortage.
Swallow
So fucking swallow the blood and the water. What are we even doing?
Think about people watering their lawns right now.
Oh,
Jesus
don't do that.
Can't.
Yeah, actually don't do that.
Well, I just got some sod laid down. I have to.
No, you can't because we're having a fucking drought. You're a terrible guy.
Wait, did Bob
Take care of that grass,
Did
man.
Bob wet the lawn down before he's letting fireworks off, or did he want to start a forest fire?
No, that thing was the brownest grass I've ever seen. 4 trees hanging over top and a fence keeping all the kids in close.
Come on.
It was one of the most dangerous things I've ever seen.
And Bob even said, man, if I would have known your neighbors were going to be so cool, I would have brought actually like a lot of my fireworks over. He lit off at least 25 mortars and had a grand finale deal that shot up 40 or 50 at a time.
Grand finale deal. The wife and I ran by a fireworks store last night about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night because we didn't have anything. And this is the first year we didn't. But we were told that where we're at now on the lake that we stay, like, hey, there's a lot of fireworks out here. So don't need the big fireworks, although I normally do buy them. And so we just got a bunch of sprinklers and some Roman candles and stuff like that just to do a couple things. Sam almost lit me on fire.
What?
Yep, almost lit my entire body on fire.
Dangerous game.
That was very nice of her.
With one of the sprinklers or what?
Yeah, sprinklers. It was this sword sprinkler that was just fucking like dumping out sprinkles. You know, it looked like Goldberg's entrance, the fucking fire shooting. And the wind was pretty heavy coming off the lake. You know, and we're reading the wind with the shit, you know. And she wanted to do a twirl, you know, with it. Oh, this is fine. And that thing just dumped right onto me. I mean, you're talking, look at this. Watch this. It's all good time. Wind blowing hard towards me as you see. Boom, 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 boom. AJ, that's what happened right there. Oh, my God, she says, I am sorry. And then she says, watch your tip while she comes towards me. I'm like, oh, lady, you just try to burn my feet down. It felt like Goldberg's entrance on both of my feet there for a second.
I mean, that's one of my favorite entrances in all of sports or sports entertainment. So, yeah, it's a good night for you.
Burn, 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 burn.
Are you wearing, like, house slippers?
No, I got these new rubber foam thing. I don't know. Sam bought them for me. They're super fashionable, but she got them off of Amazon. They're only like $15. Feels like
Dang, look at the fire. Is that a barge shooting the fireworks in the
yeah,
back?
so that's a house across the street. So a lot of the, or across the pond, a lot of these houses, they're just like this is our first time 4th of July on this lake. So we had heard all the, shit talked about the amount of fireworks, but we're a big fireworks couple. Like I've been going to the fireworks stores for a long time, buying out everything, because in Pittsburgh you can't do it. So as soon as I got some money and I got to a state where you could do it, I'd buy out whole fucking stores on July 5th, July 6th, save them for the next year and do the whole thing, like very much into fireworks. So then whenever we heard all the shit talked about, oh, these are the best fireworks in the state, blah, 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 we're like, well, we don't have to do it then. So as it's getting darker, like 9:15, 9:30, we're watching these little ones go off from all these houses. We're like, oh, next year we're fucking doing fireworks. It's like, all right, so we can keep up with this. And then as soon as 10 o'clock hit, there was like 15 major productions happening all within our view. It's like, oh, no, we don't have to do fireworks ever again, it sounds like. So it was a great night. It was a great 4th of July, but I almost got burnt to the fucking crisp.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you didn't want to go into Tahoe with 3rd-degree burns in your legs. That'd be tough.
I do have whiplash in my neck, though. My neck doctor has told me that I got to try to keep this as stable as possible.
When did you see that neck doctor?
Sunday, as soon as I got home. He didn't want to work on 4th of July.
Smart. It was an emergency appointment.
Is that Peyton's neck doctor?
Similar. I think.
Where's your Walgreens brace, though?
Well, it's not a Walgreens brace. That was given to me by a medical official. Thank you, because they thought I potentially had a fracture. Okay, if you didn't see my body go all the way up, feet.
That was a violent move. It really was.
Yeah, 250 pounds going from full fast to zero, and obviously a lesser man probably does have a fracture. I just got a couple strained muscles in my neck from whiplash, pal.
I'm glad you're okay.
Now that you've experienced it, granted it was outside on the concrete, do you think you could have kicked out?
Yeah, I went to the UFC event.
Yeah.
Know how to.
Done.
I mean, that's the best he's got, so what are we worried about?
You think you're going to get my shoulders on him at 3 seconds after that? I don't think so. I think probably one of those. Two, and I tell the ref it's fucking two. Sometimes, though, the ref gets down. Sometimes
how do you get out of it?
My neck would be so much pain, so I'd have to keep it pretty stiff. So I had to fucking keep the neck in a perfect line.
Throw it up.
But the issue, sometimes when the ref hits the mat, it makes a sound. So, like, as I'm commentating, I'm like, wait, is that 1 or 2? Because the ref hitting the mat because they're so quick. And it's like, oh, that's actually 2. Yeah. Like, I need to keep that in mind at Summerslam.
Screwed the Street Profits.
Is that 1? Is that 2? Do I get another second of break here or not? Street Profits do have quite a grab because the shoulder blades seem to be up. Nothing that ref could do. Hour 3's on the other side. It's going to stink, but we'll see you then. Home run. Fucking hit it right on the screws, AJ. Yeah. Let's go to the phone, shall we? Let's go to Josh in Albany. Josh, what's going on, pal? On the 5RNG phone line. Go to 1-833-4-McAfee. Go to 5RNG.com. Use promo code McAfee to receive 10% off your order of 5RNGs. What's going on, Josh in Albany, the capital of New York?
Happy birthday, America, boys. How are we doing?
Happy birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday.
Another year.
Birthday.
Another year. This is going to be the best year yet.
By far. I hope.
So I was originally going to call in to ask about Joey Chestnut, but you guys covered that. So I guess instead I'll ask, during the March Madness tournament, you guys said that somebody could come shadow Tone Diggs. That didn't seem to happen. Can I be that guy?
We can figure it out.
Good call. The issue, Josh, was they let us see who the top 10 were in our bracket, but it didn't give us the last place in our bracket. So we could just randomly select somebody, or we just give it to Josh from Albany. Maybe you follow Diggs for next week. You know?
That's a good idea.
I don't like
the whole week.
I don't like the cut of this guy's jib.
Josh, thanks for the call, Josh.
Congrats, Josh.
Atta baby, Josh.
He just fucking won.
Where's he going next week? What are you guys doing?
Tell you what, Josh, you show up at the office. I'll see you here, pal.
When?
Next week.
No. This isn't ninth hole at 9 thing or whatever it was for Happy Gilmore. You're not doing that to our friend Josh.
I'll be in South Carolina if he wants to come see me.
Okay.
I ain't telling him where. Big state. Good luck.
Take a guess.
Probably the water. You'll be able to sense it wherever the Italians are.
Scan the coast.
Let's go to Tyler in Tennessee. What's going on, Tyler?
Hey, how's it going, boys? How we doing?
God bless.
Did you see what I had to do with my neck there during the sneeze? That is a big thing my doctor told me to think of. Hey, when you
What's
sneeze.
your doctor's name?
Huh?
You heard me?
Oh, you don't like doctor-client privileges, dude? Please,
come on,
Tyler,
dude.
what would you like to talk about?
HIPAA, bro.
It's a joke.
Hey, well, I'm sorry I missed out on one call for the Tone Diggs job shadowing there, but wanted to say that we've been hearing a lot about all these other quarterbacks this offseason. Why isn't anyone talking about this coming year's MVP, Jalen Hurts? I mean, we know he's a dog. He's got arms the size of Pat's new truck. A.J. Brown got traded to the team. We know he's a dog. We saw what he did in Tennessee with Tannehill, and Tannehill's arms are nowhere near that size.
Tyler, just quick follow-up. You're an Eagles fan?
Absolutely.
So you know, just like we know, that this is just a test year for Jalen, right? He's either going to be the guy or he's not going to be the guy. None of us know?
I mean, there's no greater test than winning the Super Bowl, Pat.
Okay, so he doesn't win the Super Bowl. You guys are moving on?
I'd say that's safe to say, yeah.
Jesus. I like that. I respect that Eagles fan being pumped. But we all kind of understand that, and I think even the people in Philly, like, hey, this is Jalen's year. Now, there's been turmoil in the past. There's been a lot of shit in the past. They're building that team up. They're going all in, both on the defensive side and on the offensive side. He has a year in the offense with Sirianni. It does feel like he's a dog, but not everybody's going to be an NFL guy. Is Jalen Hurts going to be that guy? AJ, your prediction?
I mean, I think everything he's done so far looks like he will be that guy. I don't know if he's that guy this season. Like, how quickly does he have to become that guy? Now, the team around him is pretty damn good when you look at it. And Sirianni obviously has proven that he can coach. So everything's kind of set up. I mean, also it gives you a lot of pressure at the same time. It gives you a lot of options, a lot of things you can do, and the dude's athletic. But, yeah, we'll see. Like, I wonder what the majority of Philly fans feel. Like, they're probably – aren't they like us? Like, okay, yeah, we like this guy a lot. We really hope he's the guy, but we're not 100% sure that he's the future.
That's probably why we don't talk about him, though. We have no idea if he's the future or not. I think he has 1 year, like, tryout here. And it stinks that that's the NFL, but that's real.
Kind of feels like similar to Tua.
Yeah, exactly. Is he the guy or is he not the guy? We're going to find out. We're pumped for them both, though. Just like I'm pumped for this hour 3. It's going to be the best we've ever done. We're back in about 2 minutes with some phone calls, some breaking news, and more life. This is the Pat McAfee Show, Tuesday, July 5th. Don't break the table, obviously.
I just break shit. Sorry, man. Somebody came sprinting behind the barrier and tried to spear him. I fucking dare somebody. Oh, no! I dare the next fool. Ass kicking. What? Saudi Arabia. What? Riyadh. What? Taking a jet plane. What? All the way there. What? All the way back. What? On the way back. What? WWE champion. Like a hell yeah! That just destroyed our shit.
He's nuts. He's one of my best friends in the world, right? McAfee is off his rocker. I think McAfee's about to do something nutty, Michael. Pat McAfee. Listen to this place. Feeling the energy. Feeling a little crazy. Feeling a little daring. McAfee, top rope. Theory in trouble. McAfee, oh, he went for the swanton. And Theory moved out of the way. McMahon smiling. McAfee took way too much time. In Theory, looking to capitalize. Inexperience by Pat McAfee cost him right there. Austin Theory looking to take advantage. In Theory into the cover to put McAfee away. That may end the dream. No, McAfee at 2.
The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about.
Speaking his mind
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
while being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat McAfee Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to that show. Hour 3 on this glorious Tuesday. Where is AJ's truck? July 5th, 2022. Shall begin now.
Let's ride.
We didn't hear you.
Yeah, it feels like you're muted.
You drowned me out. You know that.
No, we actually watched you say it there, and you didn't.
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Oh, no. Go back. Check the tape.
I mean,
we will.
Yeah.
I mean, we were watching. Did you have him muted, Bill?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was focusing on. I didn't want to be Bruce with the.
Hey, you're doing good. Hey, good job.
Bill hates you, AJ. Uh-oh.
Not a good time to be AJ Hawk. Piss off Bill McComas.
Yikes.
Not good at all. To my left or right, AJ, obviously the man that was muted during the Let's Ride. Although he did say Let's Ride, we are not 100% sure if he's ready to saddle the pony of sports talk for another hour because he was muted by Bill McComas, who's currently running the ones and twos, because at Nick Moraldo is sitting at the talks table alongside at Boston Connor. Tone Diggs, one half of the hammer. Dahn Cowboys is here. At Evan Foxy, Viva Lazito. Mitt's in the building. We're having a great time on this Tuesday, July 5th. I think there's one thing we could do right now that we haven't done in a while, and it's one of my favorite segments. It is time to do the news. Here's the news.
Oh, what?
Did we have an intro? I thought we had an intro.
No, did we have one?
Yeah, we did. Foxy. Foxy's been in Arizona and
Look at this guy. Still high in the clouds.
Doped up.
Wow.
Planet 13.
He's a pothead.
Oh, wow.
See, magenta shirt.
We call it Mail It In Foxy.
All right, you want to do it again?
No. Do you have it?
Wait.
Come on.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, no shit. No shit. I didn't think we had one. Foxy. All right, Foxy, it's time to do the news. Dude.
Forgot about that.
All right, let's do the news.
Sweet.
That's a catchy jingle.
That's amazing.
news,
That's
bro.
amazing. Way to go. We will run the hook on the news around the world that we haven't covered yet. Let's go ahead and get started. Ari Alexander is reporting a few hours before Tom Brady announced his return, he sent Mike Evans a series of cryptic texts. First, a link to an article about the final touchdown ball Evans tossed into the crowd. Then he said, "There's more touchdowns in our future."
Whoa.
Evans tells Ari that he thought he was just messing with him. I guess Tom Brady was trying to keep his teammates on his toes about his return to the game. I think the only thing I learned from this is that Mike Evans actually thought Tom Brady was retired. I think the rest of the world didn't think he was retired. His teammates did. I wonder how and why that came to be. But Mike Evans has got to be pumped to have the GOAT back in Tampa Bay. And what do you think his first reaction was whenever Tom said, "No, I'm playing again"?
What do you think he did? You think he called him right away to confirm?
Absolutely. He said, "Fucking FaceTime me right now."
Yeah.
FaceTime. I'm done with the text. I need a FaceTime. That happens with me. I think you've realized this. I'll get a text or two. I don't know what it means. A FaceTime is getting returned right back. I want to see the face. I want to hear what's happening. Are you fucking with me or are you not? The GOAT's back. Mike Evans' life is continuing to be fantastic. Not only do they have him, they got Godwin.
What?
They got that. Gronk's retired. Hey, congrats, Gronk.
Gronk.
Still got OJ hired, right?
No, he's on the Bills. Cameron Brate.
Cameron Brate is going to have a great year. In the backfield, they got Leonard Fournette again. Rojo not there anymore. Joe's gone. Who else?
Giovanni Bernard,
Yes.
I believe they still have there.
Scooty
Miller.
Scooty Miller.
They had other young wide receivers.
Tyler
too, though.
Johnson.
Are they going back to the Super Bowl, AJ? Are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going back to the Super Bowl?
We'll see. I mean, do people realize that Todd Bowles is the head coach now and Bruce Arians is not?
Well, that's funny. There's another piece of the news. Bruce Arians still around the building, though. You know, he's still around the
He's
building.
going to be there on game day, like up in a box, right?
That's what he said. He said it's a "what do you think" job, Aaron said. So now he's gone from being head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to retiring to still being around, but being a consultant, basically.
Great gig.
Everybody asked me, great gig.
Best gig there is.
Don't have to live by anybody's schedule, but if you're around, people appreciate you. They're excited for you. And they're now asking you for advice on everything as opposed to maybe just one small thing. Everybody asks me, what do I think? And they know they're getting a brutally honest answer, says BA. Whether it be Joel Glazer, Jason Light, Todd Bowles, or Byron Leftwich. It's been fun going to practice, watching and learning some more, watching us change, looking at the new guys. Man, that draft class is going to be a home run. Looking forward to getting to camp. Aaron's has a new title, but he's still working out at One Buck Place. That's the beauty of my job, BA says. I get to be in the locker room, get to be around the coaches every day, and still have a big hand in the draft. The relationships are always the biggest thing for me, building a new team, watching new guys come in now. Sundays might be different sitting upstairs. I might be able to still holler loud enough to cuss out the refs from up there. That's from JoeBucksFan.com, BA doing interviews. So he's not disappearing from the Bucks or from the schedule of being an NFL head coach. Feels like he's still going to be around, a little less pressure, hopefully still feels involved. Seems like a win-win for everybody, AJ Hawk.
It seems like a great win-win for everybody. And the fact that BA gets to have some say on the draft, too, like that's a big deal. That's just not a consultant. That's a a legit gig where they value everything that he has to say.
So I think when he was at the Colts, even just for 1 year, he had some say in the draft. I think people have a lot of respect for BA's evaluation and talent. I think I like this the most because, like, BA said, if Tom doesn't come back and the team kind of is set up for failure, he said he would still be coaching. He didn't want to hand over a team that wasn't finished for Todd Bowles. So now Todd Bowles has the greatest of all time at quarterback, both his wide receivers ready to go, full defense back aside from Ndamukong Suh, but they signed Hakeem
Hicks.
From the Bears. So they get that whole thing. The team seems to be ready to go. Todd Bowles gets another opportunity to be a head coach, and BA gets to be a consultant. Seems like a win-win for everybody, AJ.
Yeah, his schedule's got to be amazing. He probably goes in. What time do they practice? Maybe 10 a.m. A lot of teams do. Get done at 12:30. Bruce may have lunch down there with the boys, with the lads, and then say, see ya, and go play 36 probably.
Probably play, 72 maybe, depending on how hot it is at Tampa at that time of year. It is thick down there.
Humid. They also added Russell Gage, who was the best wide receiver for the Falcons last year.
Yeah. Lot of weapons.
Yeah. So
lot of
they're
weapons.
stacked.
And their defense, too, can play.
Yeah, defense is stacked. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers poised to make another run, but the NFC, hey, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, what if they get Julio Jones added into that weapon core with the defense still doing their thing? Obviously, the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions of the world, the Rams, brought back everybody. Everybody's back. Even OBJ is potentially supposed to be lingered to be back. He crashed Sean McVay's wedding. The NFL and the NFC in general are ready for some blockbuster shit to happen this season.
Yeah, they grabbed Allen Robinson too in free agency. But what about the Saints? They added Jarvis Landry. They added Honey Badger. Like, their defense is still going to be
Who's their
good.
quarterback?
Jameis Winston again. And before he got hurt, they're like 5-2.
He's gonna be ready.
Yep, absolutely.
We gotta see what Kamara does. You don't believe in James?
You don't believe in Jameis?
I believe in Jameis.
I do.
I don't know if I believe in Jameis without Kamara for 6 games, but potentially.
That'll be interesting.
Will Jameis not give the ball to the other team?
That's a good question as always.
I believe in Jameis's arm. I believe in his work ethic. I believe in the fact that everybody loves him. Seems like everybody loves him. Literally everywhere, everybody loves him. The only question is, his best year in the NFL, he led the league in touchdowns, yards, and interceptions, pick sixes, and everything else.
Yeah, quite a bit.
He is a gunslinger. Now, he has got LASIK surgery since then.
Sure.
He has gone to the Harvard of quarterbacking with Sean Payton and Drew Brees, neither of which are there now. So maybe Jameis Winston has a massive breakout year. Taysom Hill is just a gadget guy, just tight end, just fullback. Michael Thomas is back after a year off with an ankle injury. Kamara's missing 6 games. Maybe the Saints go on a run, but I think there's still a lot of questions around whether or not Jameis is a fucking guy. Don't you think?
Yeah, I guess we want to see, can he do it consistently for the whole season? He had a great start last year, and I think until you actually prove that you can do that time and time again, people are going to make you continue to prove it. Like, hey, show me that you're the guy for 17 games in the playoffs.
I think what the Saints did incredibly impressive as well. They were like $110 million over the cap.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, they were $30 million under and signed Jameis to a massive deal, which added to the focal point that we have kind of driven home all offseason. Salary cap's not real, okay? It is an actual number that is out there, and it is a guide for people to kind of stick around. But there are so many games and tricks that you can play that means fucking diddly squat if a team wants it to. And the Saints are one of those squads. Defense all the way back. Remember, that Saints defense is a defense that we have thought, hey, that defense could win a fucking Super Bowl right there. Cam Jordan and the boys ready to fly around. Who else? Who's that linebacker been on the show a few times?
Demario Davis.
Fucking dope.
Yeah.
Flies around so fast. And then they got MJ, CJ,
Gardner Johnson.
Boom.
And then Marshawn Lattimore.
Boom. They got a whole squad that could go. So maybe we need to show the Saints a little bit more respect, but it will all hinge upon, can Jameis manage the snap-to-snap of an entire season and not give the other team the opportunity? I'm happy Jameis is getting another chance at it to be an NFL quarterback.
And you brought it up earlier, and he's not there anymore. And we should give maybe a little more respect too. That maybe the transition won't be that easy without Sean Payton, who's been one of the best coaches in the league for the last decade and a half or whatever. Now Dennis Allen, who was his DC for a long time, takes over. So I guess the building stays similar.
Who's the OC though?
Yeah, exactly.
Same person that did it right whenever Payton was out at the end of the year, right?
I assume. They did lose their left tackle as well.
That's a big deal though. Like, The fact that Sean Payton's not going to be your play caller, he's not putting your game plans together. How many years was that dude there? 15 years? I don't know. He was there forever. He's an absolute guru. Like he's gonna, and that's why he's gonna have a gig next year after he does TV for you.
I believe it was Carmichael.
Yeah.
That was
14th as offensive coordinator.
Okay.
For the Saints.
Okay.
He's been with the Saints for 17 seasons.
Okay, so he's been there the entirety of Sean.
But he's never called plays though, has he? Or he has when Sean's been out.
Sean's with COVID or whatever.
So yeah, that'll be a big test
Or
too. Like, let's
suspended
see what this
because
offense
of
looks like.
Deflategate.
Yeah, and James had
or
2
not
years.
Deflategate.
Bounty.
Kill the head.
Yeah.
The rest
Bounty
of
gate.
fall.
Technically, he's been the OC since 09.
How'd they do in that Bounty Gate year?
Great question.
That's what we should check out.
Yeah, in the game that Sean Payton wasn't there, wasn't it? What's his name? Ian Book, who played quarterback as well.
Yeah, it's tough to
judge.
How about he was supposed to be a great? That's never mind.
That's the draft.
Just all these young guys are supposed to be guys because they were great
When
in
was he
college.
picked, though?
Who? Ian Book, 4th, 5th, 6th? Oh,
Yeah, he was a later round pick.
7 and 9 the year that he was out, I think.
they were 7 and 9 in the Bounty Gate year.
I believe 2012.
Did Drew play that year? He did.
Well, it was also wasn't it Greg Williams too, and he blitzes on
He was
4th
out.
down.
He was out as well.
He was okay.
Yeah, because he was the reason.
He was the head honcho.
Sean
There's
Payton
a
was
documentary
coach.
about it with
Adam Sandler.
what's his name?
Kevin James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Joe Vitt, I believe, who took over as the interim head coach.
Who's the play caller though? This guy.
They
Fitzgerald?
Not
were,
Joe Vitt.
For points, the points scored, they were 3rd in the league. Points against, they were 31st in the league.
Okay.
Offense
So
is
that's
not-
how you dive deeper into the analytics.
Yeah.
Maybe the offense will be in a good spot without Sean Payton there.
Yeah, completely depends on Jameson, like you said. If he throws 30 picks, but their defense is so damn good, you assume they're gonna win a couple games for him.
Let's go to Bobby in Jersey on the 5RNG phone line. What's going on, Bobo?
Bumping.
Yo, that was cool, boys.
Hey, thanks. You were really banging there in the background. What are you doing? Working out? You on job site? What are you doing right now, Bobo?
Hey, boys, we're just doing some deliveries, just working at the warehouse.
Oh, what?
Moving.
Okay, yeah, but what are we delivering? Anything sweet right now? Anything we filling any orders that are awesome right now, or a bunch of lame shit?
You know, ever since that bitch COVID started, we had to send out the disinfectants, the cleaning products, all that fun stuff.
Still?
What's that for?
Do you remember?
Oh
when,
yeah.
Do you remember when that shit was like a gravy at one point because they couldn't find hand sanitizer and they were pumping out this shit that wasn't hand sanitizer, and then there was like,
Oh yeah.
and the whole
Glue.
thing, and then your hands would stick to each other, but you wouldn't get COVID. You just couldn't move your fucking hands for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, and we've had those 2 jugs since
Yeah.
that first happened. I believe it was you or Tim who were like, "All right, fuck it," and bought the biggest goddamn drug that we've ever seen.
Maybe you guys should start fucking washing your hands a little bit. Bobby, we appreciate your service for society. What do you want to talk about, pal?
Hey, it's coming up to the All-Star game for baseball, and I just want to talk about a friend of the show and World Series champion, Dansby Swanson. This guy's having an MVP season. He needs us to vote for him to get that starting spot in the All-Star game. What do you say, boys?
All right, let's go. Let's get him in there.
It's a good call because I was gonna reminder I was gonna come this morning. Hey, maybe we get Dansby back on soon because he's absolutely raking right now.
He's a great conversation
Yeah, he
too,
was.
right? He was
Man.
super
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
He is a dog.
That a baby, Bobby. I appreciate you, pal. We need to get Dansby Swanson in the starting lineup. How do we do that? Everybody tweet their governors.
Yeah, it's like you tweet the hashtag Dansby Swanson starter MLB All-Star game.
Is that what we got to do?
I think.
To your governor, yeah.
To your senator?
You said governor, so I assume that's right.
Was the governor? I mean, I don't know how baseball operates. I assume they're crooked. There's probably a governor in there. That
Find the
goes-
governor in your state and then send it to your governor, whatever state you live in.
All right. Holcomb, fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's get Dansby Swanson a goddamn start. Who's your governor over there allowing your truck to get stolen out from nowhere?
Mike DeWine right now.
Hey, come on,
DeWine.
right now. Sounds like you.
Whoa.
I got a couple, I got a
AJ's
couple
making
buddies that are trying to
changes.
run as write-ins.
Oh, Bobby Carpenter?
No,
Yes.
Bob would. Bob's thought about dabbling in politics.
Oh, I would
Yes.
assume, yeah, I would assume he would. Free fireworks for everybody, 4th of July is his first move. How do we get him into the starting rotation? Let's actually figure that out.
I'm looking it up.
You could just tell Manfred that we don't want him in there, and then Manfred will just do the opposite and put him in.
Oh, yeah, because he hates his fans.
Yeah.
I'm worried when Manfred deploys his robot umpire army, and then, eventually they will turn on the players and start crippling them.
I like that this is happening, by the way. They got the strike zone on television. I got to deal with some fucking old behind the thing telling me what the box isn't telling me. And then I got a batter who's worked his entire life to get to that moment, getting fucked over by some old with bad eyes. I know it's part of the game, and Ty's not here to defend it. And it's like, yeah, the strike zone is a part of it. They're not going to be happy about that, I don't think, about the automated strike zone, AJ. I don't think people are going to, the baseball people are not going to be happy about it.
Are players happy about it?
I would assume they are in the league are happy about it because there's more consistency. But I assume ex-players are pissed about it,
Yeah, I just don't know how they're going to, how do you implement that? How does it look? How does it work?
Probably just a green or a red behind the thing.
But is anyone behind the catch? How do they know?
What if it's an LED board of an ump and, they just do the...
That'd be sweet.
Hey! Or if it's a ball, there's just a small little hand thing on the other side. And it's automated LED board standing 10 feet behind. It's about 7 foot tall, 3 feet wide, and it just stands there. Hey! You know what I mean? And then when it's out, it fucking backs its way out of the screen. You know what I mean?
Like bowling?
Yeah, and then it's back in there.
Yeah. I mean,
it's going to have to be AI. It's going to be one of these robots.
I thought it was going to be
like an ump.
one of those Boston Dynamics big humanoid-looking robots, and if you come out and challenge it, if the ump comes there, if the coach, manager, whatever they're called, comes out to challenge it, it just knocks their head off and decapitates them.
What were those robot wars? Were
like you build one?
What battle bots?
Yeah, those are sweet.
What if it's a battle bot?
Oh.
And on the top, instead of a spinning saw, it's like a shake or a ball.
That'd be sweet.
And then when the ump comes out, sub those things out with the saw, with the fucking cannon thing that they had.
Flamethrower.
Yeah, and then the propeller thing that they had that shot them out. Those battle bots were real there for a good couple years. Everybody was watching these little fuckers fight each other.
Yeah, I was too. Well, I was just going to say, you could go vote at MLB.com.
Okay. That's the only way to vote?
MLB.com.
Isn't there a Twitter thing? There's
no
usually
odds.
Twitter things.
I'm sure there is, but I found the MLB.com.
Well, maybe snoop a little deeper and see if there's anything we could actually do with like a hashtag.
You mean I got you.
Is there going to be an ump on standby in case the manager does come out, and then the standby ump has to get up and defend the robot, so you can still have that interaction?
And it will still be one of those olds, so that there still is the get off my lawn, kick in the dirt.
Yeah, like the oldest, fattest sack of wine they have for
We
an ump.
cannot lose the old sack of powerful wine.
No.
With the manager who's very pissed off just because the boys need him to be pissed
It's like the best part of baseball. And what happens if there's a brawl? Does the robot just freeze everybody?
It kills everybody.
Yeah.
Kills everyone.
So they'll still have the umps in the infield and the out, right? In the out.
Have to.
Doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to have to keep an eye at home. That person just stand there like this?
Yeah, can he? Yeah, who calls if there's a play at the plate? Who calls that?
Yeah, I guess an ump that stands
Third
next
base
to
guy
the
got to
robot.
run, got to sprint in when he thinks it's happening.
The robot might have two heads. It may have two fields of vision. It may be able to see simultaneously.
Yeah, you're giving a lot of credit to these fucking robots. They ain't doing anything except for telling Blake Lemoine that they'll suck them off. And then he gets,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Good callback.
Thank you. That's who we're talking about, Lambda, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about Lambda.
Yeah,
That's
sweet
what-
play.
Sweet play.
Sweet Blake. Let's go to the phones.
Look at that freak.
Let's go to Andrew in Ohio on the 5-hour energy phone line. There's Sweet Blake. Blake Lemoine. He used to work for Google as an engineer. Then he and the automated sentient AI that he created and worked with started having a relationship, a friendship, a sentient relationship, and he fired him. And he's been doing interviews saying, can you just ask Lambda for permission before you tell her to fucking kill somebody?
Yeah, this guy's an absolute dog.
Sweet Blake is...
What is this picture about, though? Have we got to the bottom of that?
It's a horn dog.
That's
dude.
what he sent that to Lambda.
Yeah. So what's up, baby?
This is the one he said.
He started a play.
This is who you're talking to right
Is that
now.
a shark in the background?
Starred in a play?
He's a lead. Yeah, he's the lead.
This is how Lambda makes him dress now.
Andrew in Ohio, please help us change the subject. What would you like to talk about, pal?
I will wear that.
This guy.
Andy. I mean,
Ohio stinks.
what the hell?
It's probably going 5 miles under the speed limit in the left-hand lane.
I would assume that is the case. Driving with both feet, his brake lights are on while going up a hill somehow.
Welcome to Ohio.
He's
Why
still
would
a
you ever
truck?
touch the brake unless you're braking?
Because you rest your left foot on it.
I never rest. My left foot is rest next to it against the the ground deal.
Dude, you fall asleep while you drive. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
it happens, but my foot is never resting on the brake ever.
Andrew, are you there or not in Ohio?
He's out finding my truck.
Fucking move
Thank you,
over to the
sir.
right lane and let someone pass.
Well, by the way, that's what I was going to ask him about the fucking. Did you have eyes on the truck? We might have got tip right there. A tip. He won't talk. He's scared.
What if he's with the carjackers?
What if he is the guy that stole your truck and wanted to apologize? We will never know now because I hung up on him. Let's get to a break. 22 minutes in hour 3. We'll answer some more phone calls. We'll do some more news, dude. On the other side, that should be a blast.
I'm glad we found that song too. That's a good.
Yeah, Zito worked hard on that.
He did. Foxy kind of mailed it in. Don't got it.
Yeah, we had it. We never do the news, to be honest.
Yeah, we say we're going to do it every day.
Well, I was looking for do the news, dude, and you just said do the news. That's where the classic mix-up.
Oh, classic finger pointer, bro.
Yeah, look at you, Fox.
Takes some accountability.
Hey, Evie's good though. Hey, that clip, whatever your little highlight golf package you put out when you played with AQ. Evie, is Evie the one who cuts that together? Because that's a quick turnaround, man.
Yeah, AR is certainly Arkansas.
Yeah.
Not Arizona.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, you handled that well, Evie. Good job.
Yep.
I saw that.
That's just Internet 101.
Yep.
I
Another
will
point the finger situation.
I will say
brain move.
I should have noticed that as well. You know,
Did you not notice it, or did he think that was right?
So the video got sent to me, right? He made a video. Hey, made a cut up of the golf thing.
Yeah.
Sends it to me for me to post. I look through it. Looks awesome. I see the Phoenician Scottsdale for the first 15 seconds of it. It looks good to me. I should have known, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have corrected that beforehand. It's on me, but then once it goes up, Foxy immediately goes, yeah, I did it on purpose. I knew you wouldn't catch it. Duh.
I didn't even see it. I didn't see the initial thing. I saw Evie's video, and I was like, oh, a little misdirection here, Evie. That was good.
Well, Arkansas and Arizona, big states for us, and both of them are pissed.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was great.
No ill will. There was no ill will intended.
You never know.
Feels like there might have been.
It was awesome.
I mean,
Hey,
Foxy was boozed up.
that Phoenician was awesome.
That was the best round of golf I've
Why'd you say
personally
it's
seen
easier
play.
though?
What's that,
You
buddy?
said, you said to Ian, I think, well, it's a resort course, so I believe it was easier. I thought that's harder.
I have no idea what that means either. AQ kept saying, it's a resort course. So all these people that live in Arizona, they're all fucking golf pros. Okay? Because there's so many golf things out there. Justin Pugh showed up. His legs are fucking...
Yeah.
Justin Pugh's legs are the size of my torso, each one of them. He had Lululemon shorts on. His fucking legs were the biggest I've ever seen, okay? From one big-legged human, at least in the past. So I was like, holy fuck, look at this guy. But AQ and him had a quick little golf convo. Like, oh, it's a resort course. You know, I guess it's set up differently. I had no idea. Just people in Arizona, though, if you live there, you know golf.
You actually asked Pew, do you just squat everything? He said, yeah, I do.
Right before he teed off. I'm like, holy fuck. What are those?
Tree trucks.
He was retired, I think, and then he came back for a year. So he's in the process of getting back. I think it's going to happen. I think he's going to be back.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be back. He's a good golfer. Struck the ball well. AJ.
Really? For a big dude, he can play?
Yeah. Well, he's not that big of a dude, though. Like,
Yeah,
he
I could
looks
play.
very natural.
Right.
He looks very, very
I'm
natural.
sure he seems to be super athletic, I bet.
Yeah, and I don't know, 270, whatever he is, 275, whatever he's at. He looks very just like basic looking dude, but then he has those shorts on. It's like, holy fuck, your legs are so large. And then I assume his upper body's just shredded and yoked.
He looked more like a tight end than he does like a lineman right there.
He looks like he could run a lot faster than he could in that photo right there as well. Good guy, good handshake, good me. I guess Jim Irsay golfed at the place that we golfed at on a regular basis. He, the Phoenician, I guess, is a super nice spot over there. I had no idea. Bunch of the PGA guys play there.
Yep.
Bunch of Cardinals play there. I guess there was a time where Jim Irsay just had that course every single day from like 4 to 8, just every tee time. So all these rich motherfuckers that are, you know, pretty well off, Jim Irsay comes in and is like, yep, actually, if you could all please.
Get out of the way.
Please.
There's a lot of cash out there.
A lot of money out there. But that, it kind of, you know, puts into focus what you said about perspective, you know, in comparison to. You can be rich in a couple different parties, but then Jim Irsay shows up and none of those rich fuckers are even allowed on the course.
Yeah. And then the Broncos owner shows up because he also lives right around there too. He was saying, Pew.
All you guys, just see you later. Or you got to Vegas and there's a pool party and there's some millionaires, and then some prince is over here and he's ready to spend $2 million in the afternoon. And all you millionaires mean absolutely nothing to anybody.
Goodbye.
It's an interesting game, this whole world of wealth, isn't it, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think it's smart to not get caught up either way, whether you feel like you don't have enough or you have tons.
That's why you should wear tank tops all the time. Never change. Fucking swing hard.
Yeah, Michael Rubin's party.
Yeah.
That was another one where it's like, basketball, a lot of athletes, NFL guys. Then there's like
Gary V.
Gary V.
okay.
Robert Kraft, owners.
Yeah, did you see that party?
No. When was that?
Ruben had a 4th of July party in the Hamptons, I guess.
What does Ruben do?
He owned the Sixers there for a bit, but I think he sold the Sixers because he's getting into Fanatics. He owns Fanatics.
Oh, okay.
And he's friends with everybody.
Yeah, Jay-Z was performing, Drake, Lil Baby, Meek Mill. Then there were just a bunch of other people there. It was insane.
Yeah.
Gary V actually did kick off the promo video, the post video after he's the first guy on there.
Is Aaron at that? That's a party Aaron would be invited to, wouldn't it?
Probably. Where is it?
It was in the Hamptons.
Everybody wearing white.
Boom.
Was he there?
Gary was there. CJ McCollum was there. Random White was there.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that place.
Dude, this looks awesome. That's 4th of July.
Trevor
Diggs,
Noah?
was that Diggs?
That was Trevor Noah.
Is that Carmelo?
ASAP
Yeah,
Ferg
Melo's
was
definitely there.
Draymond.
Jeez.
Miguel.
That's Miguel.
Yeah, he did that leg drop on it.
Dang.
James Harden giving speeches in the middle of
Is
the
this a 4th of July party they have every year?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid's there, obviously.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill, Drake vibe. Is that a rap song or is that dance song?
Lil Baby. 2 Chainz.
This could have been us, AJ, but you fucking don't like shaking hands at those Illuminati events.
21
We'll be back in
Savage.
4 minutes with some phone calls wrapping up this Tuesday, July 5th. Hammer Dahn will be 15 minutes after that. Can't wait to hear what we're betting on and making money on. I'm happy I got that Sugar Sean O'Malley boost back.
Yes.
It was a no contest because of an eye poke. And I guess the guy didn't know which eye he got poked in. In the match, it was his right eye. In the press conference, it was his left eye. A lot of people saying it was a bunch of malarkey. Nonetheless, we didn't lose our bet, and that's all that matters.
Hell yeah.
Ain't that right, AJ?
Yeah, I saw there's some controversy over that, huh?
Some shenanigans.
A lot.
Some shenanigans. I don't like it. Not one bit.
Shenanigans.
We're back in 4. Cheers. There's a big fucking fire. We are in the back corner of that building that is at the bottom there. That smoke smells.
Yeah.
The paint from that place, the utilities, the plastic.
All the good stuff, yeah.
That's all just floating right into us.
Yeah.
The guy just came to the building. If the fire moves a little more this way, we have to evacuate.
Yeah, it's got to be like the air conditioning units or something up there.
It's currently under an investigation right now. It did spread to the roof and to the air conditioning heating unit up on the roof.
John Robinson says,
Holy shit.
Whoa.
holy
Or did
fuck.
something like...
What was the explosion, you think?
They're doing a bunch of fire hydrants out there, so maybe the top of the lid fell off. I don't know.
Dude, it was a loud.
That sound came from right there.
They just put the fire out. Fire's out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Forget all about that. You're like, I could do that again.
So we just lost power in the middle of one of the greatest promos in the history by pound for pound, #1 fighter in the world, Kamaru Usman. He literally just cut a promo about what it's like to walk to the ring.
Some guys, they stay afraid and they just kind of get smaller and smaller. But as for guys like myself, as you get closer, this alpha, this giant, this lion, this god-like figure per se starts to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then they grease me up, and then I step up there, and then I pray for myself, and then I pray for that guy.
And I got like chills almost while he was talking about it. And right before he was about to kind of put a bow on it, the entire thing just shut down. There's a fire right next door. Let's assume they cut off all the electricity. We're fucked. Probably for the next few hours. That's good. Hey, boys, we handled it. Good show. The ticker's still kicking. Hey, let's type something on the ticker. So just go on your computer. I'll type in the chat.
You want me to email Sirius?
Please do.
Okay.
You want me to just tell who's going to letter? Yeah, because this probably can take a little bit. Hold on. This lost. Bill. Yeah. This thing just froze. Oh, jeez. This is great.
He said the fire department just cut it. They have no idea how long.
That was really good by Usman, too. All of the power in our office just went out. Unexpected, out of nowhere. This shit is getting real out here. Hope everybody's okay. Obviously, they got the fire contained, which is good news. But we apologize for the show ending abruptly out of nowhere. No injuries, I believe, is what's being reported. The fire was massive. We all had to huff like paint and shit from the fire right next to our studio. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. Cheers.
I'm frustrated with flying cars because I'm obsessed with that. Like I want a flying car.
Me too.
What I got is my phone instead. It's like, well, the future is on your phone really right now. It's not like literally in front of you. You can't get into a flying car, but your phone has it all. It's like, I don't want this phone. I'm not going to have this phone 14 hours a day like you young people do. No, thank you. Like, I'm not from that generation. But, give me a flying car. And honestly, when we shut down the Mars missions, we were supposed to be going in 2024, and we shut it down. But a lot of people don't realize is, from here to the moon is 208,000 miles roughly. 200. So you can think about that. Well, in this country, a long road trip could be 4,000 miles, and how far it is to Australia. So 200,000 miles. That you think about.
Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show here on Tuesday, July 5th. To my left, your right, AJ Hawk. Atta baby.
Hell yeah.
Joining us in 7 minutes, a man who just won his 15th championship, Joey Jaws Chestnut, will be joining us in about 6 minutes to chit-chat about all things that happened yesterday at Coney Island, I believe.
Yeah.
Nathan's hot dog eating contest, where he snapped a protester's neck while housing 4 hot dogs and buns at the same damn time.
Dog.
What a fucking dog. A hot dog.
Champion.
Joey Jaws Chestnut Show joining the most major championships out of any athlete in the history of athletes. I mean, an absolute stallion, AJ. I can't wait to chat with him.
What are they going to step up security? Didn't someone get paint thrown at him a couple years ago?
Yeah, it feels like it's a little loose goose, a little Wild West.
Old buddy, the MC had to get in there and try to strangle that guy.
George Shea and Joey Jaws had to get him. But how'd that person get up onto the stage is the first question, because that's probably where the security. They might have been taken back to watching Joey Chestnut work. How often do you get to see a goat pray? What's it called when you're out to pasture?
Graze.
Fuck. How often do you get to see a goat graze in the pasture and do what it does the best? And that's what all the security were doing. You know what I mean? And it's an interesting. I'm at those WWE events, and I'll look around at some of the security, and there'll be some things that'll happen, like when Roman comes out, every security guard who's supposed to be looking at the crowd turns around, and they're just looking directly at Roman Reigns. It's like, all right, this is the moment when somebody, and it's like the arena security, they're all humans, you can't blame them. When something pops off, it's hard not to turn around and peek your head.
Captivating, yeah.
But also in the world that we're in now, need you, because there's going to be somebody that's going to come try. Imagine if that guy was able to super glue his hand onto Joey Chestnut's cups where the waters are, like the person in Minnesota or Milwaukee. It would have been over. It would have changed the entire course of history, AJ Hawk.
You're right. I mean, this could have gone really, really bad if Joey Chestnut doesn't snap that dude's neck and he does something to. What if he knocked all of his hot dogs off the table and he falls way behind?
Knocks all the hot dogs off. What if he breaks his foot again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was on the casted foot side, I believe, where he had to pivot and twist. I mean, there's so much I could go into it, and hopefully, that protester and other protesters in the future saw what happened when you fuck around and find out with a goat eating hot dogs.
That happened to Seth Rollins a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, he choked the guy out.
Yeah.
Guy got like a 40-yard head start run at Seth Rollins, because obviously a fake account on Twitter made this person believe he was in some sort of friendship or relationship with Seth Rollins and got a bunch of this guy's money from him. And this person thought Seth Rollins screwed him over, because obviously Seth Rollins would have time to do that to some random person in New York. This guy full speed sprint around down the stage, and Seth doesn't fall, catches him in a fucking guillotine and then the guy gets bodied on the way out. Like, that needs to happen more to protest. Protesters need to get buckled.
It's got to hurt.
Yes.
It has to. It can't be fun. It's got to hurt.
No.
That's like Schlegs. Schlegs ain't scared,
When you say protest, people that jump onto a live game or on some kind of event like that, and they're trying to derail everything, yes, something needs to happen to them.
I appreciate that they feel like they're taking a stand for something that's very important to them. But there's a lot of people going to work at something that's very important to fucking them too, and their families and their lives.
Yeah.
I just feel like,
and they don't know they don't know if you're coming up there with a knife or a gun too. That's the scariest part.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, Joey went too hard. It's like, how does Joey know what the fuck this person who's wearing a mask who just interrupted something that is live on television that is historic happening. How do you know what this person has? You have no idea what this person's got going on, especially with what we see maniacs doing now. That's why Schlegel had that guy, full rock bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He got him. Yeah, he took a guy at, 2012 maybe. Yeah, he slammed this dude that ran on the field.
How good's that feel that you got a chance to be, babyface here? It happened to two professional wrestlers. I think they're in TNA. I don't know what their promo they're in, so I apologize. They were on a flight. A male wrestler, a female wrestler. They're a couple. They were flying. Her purse got stolen off the plane in Tampa Bay, I think. But she had her AirPods in her purse. So they tracked where the purse was. It was at a Walmart like 40 minutes away. These two wrestlers walk in. They see the person from the flight that they recognize, walk up on him as he was trying to buy something with her credit card to get out of there. They have it all on camera. Walk up, chit-chat, say, hey, you fucked up. Guy sprints, tries to run. Wrestler guy, we're talking
full blown.
Boom, head dump into the ground. Caught him like clothesline from behind, head into the ground, and I assume there was a little ground and pound action there. And then Walmart, all the workers go sprinting up, and they get their shit back, and it all ends up in a good story. But there's not a lot of those moments where you're babyface. If you do, you know what I mean? Joey Chestnut, babyface taking this person out. The wrestler down at that Walmart in Tampa, babyface taking that person out. We have to continue to do that. I think we have to publicly punish some of these people so that others can see what could potentially take place if they were to follow in their footsteps.
James Harrison did it years ago in an NFL game. Some Cleveland fan ran onto the field, and Harrison he wasn't starting at the time. He was on the sidelines, and I think he rock bottomed the hell out of the guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying we have to do. We should do that more often, I think. Now, I'm not a person that should be writing any type of law, but like Sandusky, for instance.
Sure.
For all of us that heard about that and found out that was happening, they should have took him on a tour, city to city, right downtown. Here's $25 to a foundation or something that does. I get to punch him in the face, and then we show that to everybody, and then hopefully in the future there'll be less creeps, and that's old school, I guess, super old school. But I think if everybody knows this person did it, found 100% guilty, and ruined lives and took advantage of situations, why not profit off it and get a little public, punishment so other people see it?
Check shot.
People need to know that there's consequences for your actions. Exactly. That's all it is.
Michigan State's own Larry Nasser.
Boom.
For him, too.
Boom. Let him tore him around.
Yeah.
Jared Fogle.
Boom.
Yes.
Tore him around. Let's make $25 per.
Let's raise some money.
Let's do it. Let's.
How long do you think Sandusky would last getting punched in the face for going city to city?
I think it'd be tough to make it out of Pennsylvania, but if he happened his way into the Midwest, I assume there's some Big Ten towns that would love to stop by. He goes to Columbus. You got Schlegs, Bobby Carpenter lined up one after another. You Penn State scum, fuck, boom.
It's like their WWE Hall of Fame. That is exactly what they did when that one guy rushed.
Oh, yeah. They all just beat the fuck out of it. Because he tackled Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Klein.
Can't do it. But a lot of these people feel like there's no consequences. They just get famous. They put over the thing. They get a little pop on the internet for being a hero. Their friends say they're a hero, which, by the way, maybe you are. But also the people that are at work are at fucking work, too. Like, they have focused and committed their entire life to this. Even eating hot dogs. They have focused and committed their entire lives to this, and you're going to step up there, and you might fuck around and find out, especially when you're talking about a 15-time champion. When you're talking about a goat grazing the pasture of hot dogs at Coney Island year after year after year. What? He was risen in a lift up above all the people that made the Mecca and the pilgrimage to Coney Island to watch him work. He had a cast on his foot, crutches under his shoulders, but never to be deterred. The greatest of all time wins yet again on 4th of July for all of America and every American. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest eater of all time, Joey Josh Chestnut.
Yeah, Joey!
What's up, bub?
That was awesome.
Hey,
Thank you.
No, thank you for joining us, man. You deserve it. Obviously, you've been very busy. There's your 15th title over your shoulder. Congratulations, Joe.
Oh, thank you.
How's the body feel? How's it feel? You got a fucked up foot. You had to take a guy's head off. You had to eat 63 hot dogs and buns. How are you feeling right now? You feeling good, or your whole body's sore a little bit?
I feel like hammered dog shit. I feel rough, but it's what I go in knowing I'm going to feel like garbage for a couple days. Now I can start taking a little bit for the leg, but I was trying not to take them before the contest. But yeah, I'm happy. I got it done. Got through it.
Okay, well, congratulations. You broke up there a little bit. I think you said painkillers. You didn't want to take any painkillers before because it stuffs you up. You wouldn't be able to poop anything out?
That's holy shit. You know exactly. Yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah, you get constipated like hell when you take painkillers, and so I wasn't taking any, but I'm feeling a little bit better now, and I'm getting everything's. I'm just happy. I'm happy that guy didn't screw anything up. I'm happy, and he didn't get.
All right, call him back. Let's reconnect into the Zoom call here. Oh my God.
Did he break his foot or ankle? How did he do that?
I don't know. We're about to break. What's that award for journalism? What's it called? Nobel Peace Prize? Pulitzer. We're about to get that right now, though, if this connection gets a little bit better. We're diving into this thing. Obviously, you never take painkillers if you're about to pound 63 hot dogs and buns, because that thing will be in you for the rest of your life.
Bingo.
It's either coming out the top or it's never coming out at all. Anybody that's ever had surgery and has been forced to take painkillers, know your butthole does not open for anything in that particular case. It is no fun. To be honest, I don't know how people... It's a big problem in America, and I hope people will stop doing it. I think that one thing I could never get over, AJ, if I was to dive into it more and more.
People that get deep into pills, though, they take laxatives.
Oh, they mix the two. They say, hey, listen, I'm going to have to poop at some point, even though I haven't been able to for the last 72 days. I need to get at least a little shit out of me. Whatever the case, don't dive in there. Joining us now, Joey Josh Chestnut.
Joey.
Joey, you back?
Sorry about that. You're still breaking up. This is a shitty connection.
No. We hear you. You sound good. Let's
Okay.
get a couple things in here real quick as we have you. We know you're very busy. Now, when that protester shows up, what's the first thing that pops in your mind? And how did you know that the proper move is hot dog still in left hand, right hand holding buns, I believe, go to jaw, buckle, protester, then go right back into it? Was it just natural reaction for you to handle business there as you and George Shea take this protester the fuck out?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, George Shea, he had a big role in it, but it was reaction. Just natural instincts. But I thought somebody fell into me at first. I didn't know it was a protester until I saw the weird mask. Until I saw the mask, and then it just happened. I wanted to get back into eating.
Well, how about after you just absolutely ragdolled that dude? Did you feel it? Was he behind your legs? Were they trying to carry the dude out? Like, was he still messing with you? I would imagine that'd be hard to focus.
He was on the ground, not too far away. He just curled up into a ball. As soon as I grabbed him, I realized he was a kid. I was like, "Oh, this is a kid," and it was really. I mean, he was vegan, so he was really skinny, and he fell to the ground and curled up, and then I just had to get back into it.
Hey, he's trying to save the world. Have you had protesters at any of your events in the past? We saw some people take to Twitter, both in the sports media world and the regular world, kind of against this. Now, I know that Nathan's donates 100,000 hot dogs to New York City homeless shelters, I believe. We're going to throw in another 10,000 hot dogs in Peter King's name to homeless shelters across the United States of America. But it feels like there is a certain group of people that target this professional eating. I assume you've seen this before, know of this before. This isn't the first time something like this has happened?
Yeah, Pete has attacked us before. I think last time they actually threw red paint on a couple of eaters with like blood. But it was it's a bummer. It's competitive eating. All right, so there is a little bit of waste, but like you said, it usually draws more attention. We ended up donating tons and tons of food to great organizations, and I think we should live in a world where everybody should have enough food to eat as much as they want.
We agree completely. We appreciate you saying that. Now, we also added in, there should be no more Gatorade dumps.
Nope.
Okay, no more Gatorade dumps at the end. Let's not waste the Gatorade. We don't need any extra clothes ever in any situation because there's a lot of people that need clothes. Whatever the point, people can grandstand and high horse, but you're making a real change. That's great news. Let's talk about the success story here. 15 times you've been champion on 4th of July. As you were getting lifted into the sky over Coney Island, I think I saw the moment where you got jacked up and and was like, hey, this is fucking go time. I know you had injuries with your foot or your tendon, and they had new injuries and everything. How nice was it to get back out there and just do your thing, get focused into your thing, and see all the people that are there literally to see you, Joey Chestnut?
It was awesome. It was nuts. I mean, yeah, I never imagined that it would be what it is, but there were thousands of people chanting, and I was pumped up. I really couldn't even feel the pain in my the ruptured tendon in my leg, and yeah, it was. I was walking on it and putting weight on it, even though it was numb, and I was ready to eat. I could have eaten nails, and I was hungry.
Okay, so the last question for us before you go. We all know that when you travel or eat sodium or anything like that, your body swells up. We'd assume with hot dogs, a lot of swelling happens, especially in the old foot. How is the cast? How's the foot in the cast? And how much longer do we have that cast on for?
I have 2 more weeks, and the doctor will get the MRI, and we'll see how it's looking, see if we need surgery. And it's still swollen. Yeah, I mean, it's tight, and which isn't bad. The tightness makes it's actually nice. It's I don't know. It's comfortable, but it's a little bit sticky. I was sweating like a madman yesterday, so it's a little bit sticky and itchy. But just 2 more weeks, and then I'll figure out what's next.
Well, we appreciate you. What's next, Joey? Anything sweet? What are you eating next?
Well, if I can do it, I'm supposed to be eating chicken fingers for Raising Cane's in Vegas on the 27th. So I'll be hopefully breaking the record.
Hey, 22 days. The body going to be ready?
I'm hoping it is. I feel pretty good, and we'll see what the doctor says. And I'm gonna blast through a record.
All right, let's go. We appreciate you. Congrats on another title. Thank you for your time. Good luck with the foot. Good luck with the poop. And good luck with any protesters that show up in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of all time, Joey Jaws Chestnut. Thank you, Joey. His foot's got to be so swollen.
Oh,
Sodium,
my God.
63 dogs.
Oh.
Sticking
And
to that
standing
guy.
on it up there, sweating for however many hours he was there, too.
Did you see the intro? Did you get to see it?
I didn't see the intro, no.
He was standing on a lift. Okay, everybody was introed from the other side, standing. They walk up some stairs. They walk across the stage. They get down to their spot. Okay, George Shea's doing his thing. Not as much as he had in the past, but he's still doing his thing. Great with the microphone, George Shea. I'm a big fan of the way he speaks, the words he puts together, and doing it live in front of people is a different ball game. So I got respect for George Shea. Then it gets time, right, for the last. Everybody's been introduced but one person. That person's plate is right in the middle of all these tables, obviously. And all of a sudden, the camera goes to the other side of the stage, and there's a lift. He throws the umbrella off the lift because he's been sitting in there in the lift, and the sun was just cooking him. So they gave him an umbrella, throws it off, stands up on this thing, and then it rises to the sky while George Shea is cutting this promo. Yeah, here it is. He just rises, and then there's like a moment where you see him kind of look around, and yeah, he like gets like a fuck yeah, like almost like it's time to kind of go. And then he put his hands up like he's a fucking champ. I mean, it was here it is. Let's go. He's about to get.
How does he get to the stage then?
Yeah, here we go. Let's go. Then they lowered it. There he is. He just screamed, here we fucking go. They lower that thing back down. Then he wobbles over with his crutches to the middle, and it's on.
Go time.
Joey Chestnut wins the goddamn thing with no problem. I love it. I love the event. I enjoy it a lot. I'm a big fan of it. It's disgusting to watch because people are puking and shit like that. But I'll watch every single year, Age. Every fucking year.
It's awesome. I just wonder, is there anybody out there that could possibly beat this guy?
I don't think so. He trains for this. This is full time.
We thought, though, but didn't we think Kobayashi? Like, how's anyone going to beat Kobayashi? And then old Joey comes along.
You're right. And Pat Deep Dish Bertelli was back out of Chicago.
Yeah.
First time in a few years where, big named Deep Dish is back in the event. It was good to see him.
Who did the worst? Who ate the least amount? How many?
There was a heel. A guy who was a heel. He was he had red.
Like
I think
3 of them.
I called him something red, I think. He puked early.
Yeah.
He puked at like 13, 14, I think.
Coach Sirianni's pick dominated the lemonade challenge. I don't know how he did in the hot dog.
He's the best lemonade chugger in the world.
Yeah.
I believe he's the best chugger in the world. Badlands Booker. He can really put some shit down if he had to. He goes to penny pitchers and makes them disappear quick.
Damn.
He's run through 50 cents before y'all motherfuckers have even started pouring a pitcher. You know what I mean? He's a stud chugger. I'm a big fan of that guy. Let's go to the fence. I think I could get him later in life.
In the lemonade chug?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stretch my stomach, and I'm gonna have to be old, fat, lazy.
I'd almost rather do hot dogs than chugging lemonade.
See, I'm a better chugger though than I am.
Yeah, but like, how many times can you how? I would imagine the dude puts down a lot of lemonade.
It takes a lot of all this shit takes real training. You know, that nobody really
Yeah,
nobody really
preparation.
respect. I mean, these people are training. I'm gonna add that to the thing one day. I'm like, all right, chugging. I would like to get into the professional chugging league at some point.
Not so different than the training you're doing for Tahoe.
Yeah. Call Will Compton.
Hey, he's a good chugger, Will.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very good.
It's a good gimmick. It's a great gimmick. It's been sitting there, and I love it. And him squaring off like randoms. Imagine what those people are thinking. Cameras
It's the
out.
finger. It's the when he puts the finger up. Like, that's my favorite.
The camera out too, though. Like, hey, this guy's a fucking guy, you know. 1 gallon of lemonade in 37 seconds is the record.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
What's a gallon? Where's the gallon?
Where's that big thing?
Where's
your TB12?
Yeah,
Come on, pull
That's
it up.
what a gallon is?
That's a milk gallon, yeah.
What is this? This is a gallon here?
It's probably got it on the
Probably,
side.
yeah.
500 milliliters?
Let's see.
Really?
500 ml.
Is that a
3,500.
gallon?
Maybe this is 3,500 ml up here. 3,500 ml.
Goopy translate
There's
that.
3,700 in a gallon.
So you could probably squeeze in another two up
all
here.
the way to the top.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This thing of lemonade.
37 seconds, so it's just one continuous chug of that
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, he was struggling there towards the end, which how could you not? It's a fucking gallon.
I don't think the opening's big enough. I think he's got a bigger opening,
Yeah.
so you don't have to deal with liquid not coming out fast enough.
That's a puke waiting to happen for me right now. I think, that's the whole.
Yeah, we need to. You're
gotta-
not trained for it.
You gotta
Expand your stomach.
Yeah,
you
you
can
gotta
go through.
practice that whole thing.
Yeah.
He also has the soda. How much? What'd you say?
2 liters, 18.45 seconds.
2 liters?
Can I get that? What's a liter?
Wait, what's he drinking?
2 liters is like a standard big bottle
It just
Of
says
like
soda.
Pepsi?
Of Coke.
Like he does like Mountain Dew and all that, like the brand new Mountain Dew flavors. He gets a 2 liter, does a chug. His YouTube's electric.
Oh my god,
That's awesome.
I would puke all of that.
Yeah.
Think about how much work he had to get to that point.
Piss
Oh.
for 10 minutes after?
Yeah, are you allowed to piss after?
Or while it's going
You're
on?
not allowed to puke. What's the rules for the puking? Like 30 minutes or something like that, I think, in the
The
eating?
threshold?
That's crazy. Those motherfuckers train, though. We need
Yeah.
to pay them a little bit more respect, I think.
Athletes.
They don't need to be on ESPN News when they're saving America.
Come on. That's ridiculous.
It was unbelievable, AJ.
Be on ABC.
Why? What was on ESPN? Wimbledon?
Wimbledon was on ESPN and ESPN2. Okay, you can't move it for fucking 10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes? We can't get...
Put on ABC.
GOAT. He's got more titles than Jordan and Brady
Put
combined.
Wimbledon on ABC, yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't they doing that?
Will
'Cause
that
there was-
happen soon, maybe?
There was nothing on ABC. I went and checked ABC. There ain't shit on.
Nothing.
It's just replays. Like, what are we doing?
Soap operas.
Fucking.
They were scared. They're scared to put on ABC. Then all the people saying we have too much waste they're gonna come out of the woodwork.
Oh, so they're trying to hide it. They're not proud of having
That's
it.
fucked
Come
up.
on.
Maybe
That's fucked up.
You should be proud of Joey Chestnut.
we all should.
He's a hard-working guy.
I am.
Stretch his stomach. He's about to get the Raising Cane's chicken finger thing in July 27th as well. He's fucking coming for every record, and that's what we need out of people.
Hell yeah.
Trying to break records and change the world. Ain't that right, AJ Hawk?
That's right. Absolutely.
Chris Mad Dog Russo show's on after this one. It's much better than ours. We promise you that. We'll see you in 21 hours. Cheers.
3 for 3.
That's a bingo!
Perfect game.
I feel good about it.
Is the dog on?
I don't know. I'd assume not.
Yeah.
I just sent to him though because it's a nice little tease for people. And what's the worst that could happen is it's not him or Linda come.
Exactly.
So
What is this show going to be next Thursday, Friday? What's going to be playing on this channel?
so there's somebody that filled in for me yesterday. And
Do they say this is the Pat McAfee Show? I am whoever.
Yeah, I don't love it. I do not love it. I do not love it.
Linda filled in yesterday for Mad Dog, so I assume she's doing it again.
See, I'd rather Linda fill in for us. I love Linda.
Nice.
Linda's good.
Awesome.
But I wish they would just, whoever's hosting it, I wish they'd say their name as the show.
Well, yeah, I guess that'd be weird though. It's not. They don't have a show though.
Somebody was talking about something pretty serious, I think, during our hours. It was. I got a
That's
tweet.
good. It's staying with the program because that's what we do.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. You shouldn't be acting like you're us, though.
Yeah.
Like, which these people clearly are not. Like, these people are clearly not. So, you know what I mean? And I just.
It's a weird deal. It is a weird deal. This is it's kind of a unique one.
Yeah,
Did
it
they
is.
run the intro?
And I'm not. I think so. Yeah, I think it's a full.
Do they say "Let's ride"?
They might not have caught up to the Let's Ride. I don't think these people listen to our show. They do our show. They're just kind of other hosts form Mad Dog, so they kind of get subbed in.
That's got to be fun for them when they take callers and stuff. If people don't really know that you're not here.
I think the serious callers know. I think they're pumped when we're not here. I've seen a couple tweets from serious listeners that are like, when Pat McAfee show's not bad when Pat McAfee and the guys aren't on it. And it's like, all right.
Sorry.
That's great. Maybe we start leasing the name out to these other hosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah.
You franchise the name out to people.
Okay.
It's a terrible name. Don't need to do that. Let's go to the phones. It's good. But you're right. It is weird. Because I'll see tweets like, hosting at Pat McAfee show today, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like.
But for those people that are hosting, though, I would assume they think, hey, if I don't say this is the Pat McAfee show, Pat will get pissed at me.
Really?
I think that's how they would view it. Yeah, like, hey, we got to honor or let him know, like, hey, we respect this spot, and that's why we're doing this.
See, I think they should know immediately that I would like them to name it after them because it's empowering them. Hey, it's your show. You know,
you got to tell them that.
Yeah, what's Sirius tell them too?
Yeah, I don't know. Sirius probably saying
keep it the same.
We don't talk to each other.
No. We don't even know if they have people who work over there.
I seen the guy that filled in for us yesterday. He left a vacation to go fill in for us. Took a photo of the beach he was staring at and said, leave a nice view to go fill in for at Pat McAfee show. And I'm like,
who was it?
I don't know, I can find it right now. I felt kind of bad for a second.
I was looking it up. I think some guy from Nashville.
Just use your name, dude.
What's is Mad Dog's show have a name? Is it like the
Jared Stillman?
Was that the guy yesterday? Probably really good. All these people are probably really good.
There was a tweet at 1:59 yesterday that says, Coach Rick Neuheisel joins us now, so I assume.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay.
him. Good show. I think it was a good show.
Yeah. 4th of July.
Just do it. Call it your show.
Yeah. What's his name? The Rick?
Jared Stillman.
Jared Stillman show?
Yeah.
He hosts Stillman and Co. in Nashville.
Boom. 25 years.
And weekends on SiriusXM.
Boom. That's what I'm saying. Get that guy on more. Have him use his own name, AJ. Let's go, dude.
Who? What's old buddy that was in studio with the tank top, the sweet shades?
Mad Money Smith.
Money?
Yeah, Money Smith. Let Money Smith do it.
Oh,
I know he has a big show in L.A., but he could come pop
He's
on
surfing,
12 to 3.
Yeah, he's the best. I fucking love that guy. What energy that guy has.
He surfs every morning, right? And they say that.
5 a.m. It's how he wakes up. You know, it's how he does his thing. He goes out, catches the wave right down there at the pier.
Yeah, him and Dan Zeus get in the lab.
Then they start fucking power ranking everybody. Hey, power rankings are coming out soon, AJ.
I can't wait.
Yep, me neither.
So pumped.
How many days until the NFL season?
65 days. It's not long.
All right, we're going to answer 3 calls, then Hammer Down will be on the other side, and we're getting the fuck out of here. Let's go to Zachary in San Antone. What's going on, Zach?
Yo, what's up, Pat?
Hey, what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
All right, so a while ago, you got a call from somebody talking about the Spurs, and you called San Antonio the future home of the Detroit Lions. And I just want to know, what are the chances of an NFL team coming here, in your opinion, at least?
What do you think, Zach? How hot is it there, real quick?
3 Texas teams.
It's hot as shit, bro. It's absurd. Right now, it is 96 at 2. At 4, it's going to be 99.
Go to the Riverwalk.
All right, yeah, San Antonio's Riverwalk.
That's a fucking dirty-ass river.
Oh, Zach! That's why the Lions are never going to go there.
Well, they're never going to go there.
Well,
No one wants them either.
Well, the Lions have the
The Lions aren't going anywhere. They're not
ain't going
taking them out of
anywhere.
Detroit.
They've spent the most money on offense in the entire NFL this upcoming season.
Good. They should.
$123 million
Hell yeah.
they have spent on the offense. Most
Who did it go to?
Well, Jared Goff, obviously, the offensive line.
O-line's great.
I think they're counting MCDC because he's probably playing tight end, so whatever they're paying him.
DJ Chark.
Antoine Randall L. He's also going to be playing there.
Deuce Staley.
Deuce Staley. I think they're talking about everybody that they're paying. Deuce was the best.
It is crazy how these top 5 draft picks, though, how expensive they are. Like,
Well-
Okuda's 3 on the list.
Yeah.
And then Hutchinson was right there.
Okuda, too.
Jameson Williams is right there.
Whatever the case, the Lions seem to be fucked. I don't know if San Antonio wants them. You guys should be praying for an expansion squad.
San Antonio looks hot, dude. It's supposed to be hot.
Jared will never let a third team in Texas.
Okay, so what you say?
I said Jerry will never let a third team in Texas.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys, remember, they said they're open for business for another team
Dallas,
or something like that.
second
The
team,
Dallas mayor, who will not get reelected, I do not think. But they're talking about it being like the hottest day in Indianapolis since 2012 today.
Yep.
Really?
It is.
And this is going to sound wild, but like Arizona's 107, 108. Vegas was like 110, 109. We get back here to Indiana. I'm like, oh, this feels good. Like, this is nice. I talked to my neighbors yesterday. They're like, this is so hot. It was like 90 something. I got that desert feel.
Oh, yeah.
Dry heat.
I feel like, no, Arizona was so fucking hot.
You couldn't walk around the pool because of how hot the tiles
So fucking hot. They say it's a dry heat. It was so fucking hot.
107 is still 107.
Vegas, so fucking hot. So hot. We get back here to Indiana, it's like 92, 93, and I understand the humidity's thing. Didn't even feel hot.
No.
Today, though, it's like 97, about to get up to 100 and something. It's going to have humidity as well. Yeah. It's going to be a fucking scorcher here in Indiana today.
That was the standard,
I don't know about you, AJ, but it hasn't rained here in 30 days either. So
Little dry.
Everything
It's pouring.
is dead.
It's pouring here now.
Oh, that's good.
Right now?
Right now, it hasn't rained in a long time. It's pouring. It was pouring starting at probably 8 a.m.
We need that.
Right now it's 99. Feels like 110, but it's going to start raining here in 2 or 3 hours.
All right, we need it. Let's get that rain.
Here you go, rain.
Rain makes corn. Corn makes whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky. That's what's coming this afternoon, a little frisky.
Hell yeah.
A little whiskey.
What?
A little corn.
What?
It's supposed to be knee high by the 4th of July.
Has to be.
It is.
But the rain hasn't fucking done its job.
Yeah.
These farmers been working their asses off.
I was up in northern Indiana. It's knee high. We're good.
Super dry, though.
There's a lake up there, though.
A lot of them.
A lot of lakes. It's dry over there left.
Very.
Left, it's super dry. The country.
You mean like Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah, lakes.
Nevada, Arizona, the whole thing. Super dry, I guess. Like,
dried
it's
out.
a
Yeah,
desert.
pipe the water in.
Well, then that's becoming a thing, I guess, too.
Fucking selfish swimmers swimming in these pools with so much water.
That's bullshit.
So we were just
Tweet about
talking
it. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Especially people doing cannonballs.
Come on.
Drain the pools.
People are doing cannonballs, AJ, too. Just rubbing it in.
I mean, how irresponsible is that?
We got not even doing can openers.
No.
Can openers half the amount of water out of the pool.
Yeah.
I've seen people doing cannonballs into these pools whenever we're in the middle of a drought, splashing all over the place.
Yeah.
Ooh, judge my splash.
Yeah.
How about we judge you as a human? You're a fucking bad person.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay? Fucking stop. We need you to dive in there like an Olympian. No wasted water. You want to swim? Fine. We're in the middle of a drought. Don't you be fucking cannonballing.
I knew a guy doing a lot of cannonballs this weekend. You're not going to like it.
Who?
Joey Hundo.
Oh,
Jesus
Joe,
Christ.
of course. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Some people.
I've been
Is that
watching.
the all-time sack leader at Plum?
Yeah.
That's right. He's a menace.
He fucking was playing in a deck hockey game too. He spritz water not only in his mouth, on his forehead.
Can't do that.
Can't do it.
He's also an asshole because he cleans windows and it gives peeping Toms a chance to look inside windows and poops.
Yeah, because if there's dirt on a window, pre-Joe clean,
Yeah.
guess what? Can't see in.
Exactly.
A little blurry. He's like, hold on, let me clean this right up with extra water. Doing the whole thing. It's unbelievable.
Does he ever use he better not use a power washer. That's a lot of water going on.
No, he's hands-on.
Yeah.
He is a power washer himself.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, too much. Maybe he needs to conserve some water.
True.
I believe Mark Madden had a tweet about Joey Hundo this morning. Only one man can beat Joey Chestnut. That's Joey Hundo. Because he'd kill him if he had to. That's the type of guy we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the type of guy we're talking about.
Yeah. If you want to do a cannonball too, going forward, take your ass to Saudi Arabia and do it there.
See ya.
Because we won't stand for it here.
Yeah,
I'm done with it.
Cannonball is only allowed
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Get the hell out of this country. Take your ass to the Middle East.
I do love how upset we get about
said.
just hypocritical
Thank
grandstanding.
Oh, yeah.
I do enjoy how we have
It's everywhere. It is everywhere. You know that.
It's the best. I appreciate everybody wanting the world to be a better place. I honestly do, because we all do. But also, we can really get into this game every single step of the way if we want to. You know, like literally every single step of the way. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it.
Nope.
But hey, if we're gonna do it, we'll be the people to do it.
That's right.
Speaking of Saudi Arabia, I tried to watch some of that live golf. Like it's just tough how it looks. It's just it doesn't feel fun to watch.
Who won? Dustin?
No, I think his team won, right? Didn't the
Like
Aces?
Pat Perez was
won.
making news.
Yeah.
About, 'cause he made like $950K.
Brett and Grace won.
Brandon Grace. Yeah.
There it is.
Hey, way to go.
But DJ's team did.
Yeah.
The Aces.
The Aces.
Yep.
How about they put like I look at the scoreboard. I know people talk about the scoreboard. It's hard. They put like their logo of what team they're on. Just put a picture of the player so you know kind of next to their name. Like, as the little deal.
And the logo, they obviously have not listened to any of our.
No.
Not at all.
The names did get a little longer on the scoreboard.
Okay, that's good news. But we have tried to be like, hey, you can't put team logos on the screen without any mention of them because none of us know the fucking team names. So you're wasting a spot on there.
Or even how the team format works.
Yeah.
Are there different? Do the same team names carry over to every event, or are they different names every game?
Same team names.
Same team names, same teams though?
Yeah, I believe same teams.
No, the draft. I thought
Because
before they do a
there's
little
new
draft.
players coming in.
I thought it changed.
Nonetheless, they're treating it how they'll treat it a year from now when everybody's a little bit more comfortable. There's a transition. I think that they've kind of forgot about.
It absolutely has to end on Sunday. It can't be Saturday. It has to end on Sunday. People only watch golf. Casuals like us only watch golf. Back 9 Sunday about 5 o'clock when the weekend's over. That's when it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even it's just the majors.
They need to go
I feel
Friday,
like-
Saturday, Sunday then.
No matter what.
12 teams will last throughout the entire season, Zito says.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Congrats.
Nobody
to the
knows
Aces.
the team names or they
Oh,
never
the
show how the team
Aces. Don't be such an ace-hole.
They got a bomber team.
Snakers.
The Crushers are out there,
Yeah.
dude. They fucking go. The High Flyers, too. You should see them.
Hope
when
DeChambeau's on the
They're
Crushers.
bringing their irons in from
Irons,
way up in the sky. Then the Ironheads, whoa.
Look out.
You should see them. They get in good position. They're fucking pin seeking. The Majestics, that's how they play golf. It is like a royal majesty of, and then the Punch team. Of
course.
I mean, they are going to punch you in the mouth right there on the course. And then the Cork squad says, whoa, 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 whoa,
Cork you.
whoa. We're
these
all the
real
way-
names?
And then the Smash Squad, they just like the Smash Bros, they're coming out to fucking get it. Now, they haven't found the course that has made the Smash team the best team, but the Stinger Squad, not that bad. And when you talk about all those teams, you're talking about one tournament in which everybody completely understands how it works.
That's right. Combined score.
Ain't that right, AJ?
I can't wait to see what it looks like a year from now.
Well, the screen is probably gonna look how it looks right now, but they just haven't done the. There's an educational process, I think, that has to take place. That they just fuck it.
Help us out a little bit.
Nah, we've done golf for 50 years. Okay, we understand what we're doing.
The hot sticks are a team too.
What happened?
Yeah, so just like we thought, players change teams each week.
Yeah.
There we go.
Each tournament. Yeah.
Because there's
Don't they have a draft?
There's new guys each week.
What's that?
Yes.
What'd he say?
Draft.
They have a draft. Like there's
sorry,
like captains.
I'm getting full information. Yeah, I appreciate that. It is good happening back there. I appreciate that. Yeah, the captains get to draft, man. Welcome to the Aces, Dustin Johnson said. And
Did you see Pat Perez? He was like trending because he shot like 80 or 82, whatever, finished whatever, but still made like 900K on the tournament or something.
Yeah, and Dustin Johnson said, all of us play good but Pat. I believe was his quote. I think that was the case. And Pat, with the big check from Matt Gilmore right to the bank.
Don't care.
Don't care. See me next time. I'm rich now. I don't like the PGA people attacking some of these golfers. You know what I mean? The media.
Yeah, it won't stop.
Well, this media is supposed to be standing for what's right. How'd you let these players just not get paid for all these fucking years? Huh? And their little morality to that.
Played more.
And their
Play more.
No, they don't have to play. Remember, you don't have to play. The PGA doesn't make sure you pay anybody. He's one of our guys, Dan Rappaport. Him sending out a tweet. I'm like, Dan, have a brain.
Come on.
Please. Have a brain a little bit.
I want to see what happens. I don't know how it plays out.
So the European tour, right, that was alleged that Liv was going to buy, they've now tightened their relationship with the PGA even more. Yeah. And then old Cuzzy he sued something. Old buddy sued Ian Poulter.
The Irish Open, which is this weekend, I believe.
Scottish Open. They said he wasn't allowed.
Unless he's playing in a different one.
All right, we'll figure it out tomorrow. Got a lot of answers before having actual answers. In this
Scottish
one.
Open is this week, and I know that because that's all the guys are playing in it in prep for the Open next week.
Oh,
majors.
The British Open.
But there could also be an Irish Open this week, is why I.
You think the Scots and the Irish both open at the same time?
The Irish Open was this past weekend.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Jeez Louise.
Anyways, we don't know shit about fuck, obviously, and we'll continue to do such a thing tomorrow. Ain't that right, AJ?
That is correct.
All right, we have to get out of here. We are currently ruining 28,000 people's afternoon.
Jesus Christ.
We've missed you immensely. Use hashtag PMS Where's AJ's truck? Okay? Hashtag PMS WHERES AJS TRUCK. Hashtag PMS, where's AJ's truck? Send a motivational message to this man right here, AJ Hawk, and make sure he knows that life will go on and life will get better without this red truck that he was gifted by a dealership because he is an Ohio State legend. And it's not just the truck, it's his credit cards, his ID, all of his shoes.
That's gone. That's all gone.
His chairs.
It's all right. Everything's going to move on, though, AJ, and that's what the tweets are going to say. At official AJ Hawk, hashtag PMS, where's AJ's truck? Say something nice. Take a screenshot. No, can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have that.
We do have that.
Wow.
Oh, no. This thing's so heavy. Oh! It broke. You broke it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, baby Lordo!
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Sad day.
Oh, my God.
Bad day.
Holy shit.
What a huge blunder.
How did that happen?
Oh, my God.
You broke the top off of it. The slow pan is nice.
God damn it.
Mine would never break.
It's your fault, AJ.
Well, the thing
Yes,
about
sir.
mine is
Solid as a rock.
it's too much of a champion.
You did more destruction than the whole Avalanche.
Oh, my God, dude.
That'll be a nice little bowl.
That's the show.
I wish I wouldn't have saw that.
That's the show. Fuck. We'll give $500 to 15 people. Make it 16 people now. One in honor of maybe Laura.
You want me to bring mine?
I don't need your shit. Okay. This
Okay.
one's
I wasn't
real.
going to do it anyway, but
Yours is fake.
Yours is fake.
Yours is fake.
mine is intact, actually.
Yeah, well, it's fake.
Drop in the
It's
ground,
fine.
see if it breaks.
Mine's real because Tiffany made it. It's broken.
Amber Thiessen?
No.
What?
Quite a reach there. I'm talking about the jewelry company.
Damn it!
Didn't know.
Well, Kevin Owens just broke.
Damn.
Good, he's a mark anyways.
Come on, dude.
I don't know who's going to be happy about that. Kevin Owens isn't a mark. He's a good guy.
Come on.
Why does Diggs always take shots at him?
Well, because he takes shots at Zeke, okay? And Zeke's my favorite.
Yeah. There's my little brother.
What am I going to do? This is a bad start to the new year. Here.
Super glue, man.
All right, you're right. That's what I'll do.
We'll be all right.
Kevin Owens is done for, though. That's the show. 16 people winning $500. Hashtag PMS. Where's AJ's truck?
Mm-hmm.
Say something positive to me, too, now, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I lost my baby Lordo.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad balance. Why did I put it on the bat? That was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. I was trying to raise Lordo to heights that Lordo's never seen before.
Yeah.
Just like everything else that baseball touches. It's rude.
That's right.
It's rude. Put your cash tag in there as well. Good luck. See you tomorrow. Rest in peace, Laura.
Love you, Lord.
Fuck.
It was unavoidable.
Huh?
Nothing.
It's your fault, AJ.
Said it was on.
Hope you're happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Why?
Eat shit.
Hopefully find my truck.
Guy got his truck stolen. Hashtag PMS, where's AJ truck?
Big Dodge,
Send your
big red
tips.
Dodge Ram for anyone out there looking around.
Can't hear you.
It's actually not that big. See you tomorrow.
See you, dude. Fuck me.
Bye.
That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got, AJ.
Glue it. I know he can't hear me. Tell him to glue it.
Says glue it. Can't. Just shut up, AJ.
This
Done
thing
enough.
is made of pure platinum. What am I going to put? Some fucking Elmers on this thing? No.
Some Gorilla Glue.
We're
Come
gonna
on.
have to weld it.
Say Gorilla Glue.
I'm going to get a fig welder.
Yeah.
Come in with a TIG gun,
Fig.
and I'm going to make this thing back together. You know what I mean?
Go.
Well said.
All the weldings.
Redemption.
Well said.
I'm going to put the... I'm going to do the whole thing. There's going to be a little puddle, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it. Got to be an artist, too, with this part.
Too easy.
See you.
Goodbye.
Fuck. We still on? Is AJ still on? Call AJ back. Oh my God, you just had to put the top back on.
Is it a miracle?
Easy.
Oh my God, Lordo's back.
Thank God.
Guess who's back? Back again. Lordo's back. Tell a friend. AJ's back. AJ's back. Is AJ back? Oh, that blurry guy. Look who's back.
Yeah.
Look who's back, Lordo. Back in town. Hope you're happy. Hashtag PMS, where's AJ's truck? Take a screenshot right now. Say something positive to AJ because he's been all depressed about his truck being stolen right out from his house.
Why'd you call me back?
Hashtag in there and say something nice. All right.
Why
hey,
would I answer?
guess
I'm so
who's
dumb for
back?
answering.
Lordo, this son of a bitch is tough. Pass the Dairy Queen test. Look at that. Welcome back, Lordo. Welcome back, Lordo. Fuck you, AJ. You got a fake Lordo. Look at this thing, dude.
Why would I answer when you called back?
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
Lordo's speaking too loud. It's back.
Can't hear your clown.
Hey, AJ, hope you find your truck with this tweet. Cheers, dude.